One two one two. What 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. What 1 2 1 2. 2. 1 2 1 2. What 1 2 1 2. Let me go live on my phone over here. Let the people know we are live. What's going on, gang? We back at it. Friday afternoon, 6 p.m. type of thing. Salute to everybody popping up. It's about to go down. Big salute to everybody who's popping up. We are live. We are live on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on my phone over here on Instagram. We are live on Instagram. We are live on Twitch. Okay, and that's it. I ain't going live on a bunch of places today. We are going to consolidate where we're going live today. All right, and we're going to give you an update on the hacking and everything that's been going on. But as far as the list of topics, let's get into our list of topics. We got to do a versus recap. Hold on 1 second. My Instagram wasn't live. Let's go on Instagram. We got to do a versus recap. Big salute to DJ Czar. Big salute to DJ Natural Wave. They had an amazing versus that went down the other day. We definitely have to cover that. Let me turn down this beat courtesy of B3. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram right now. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Also, getting back to our list of topics, we got to get into the Lil Bentley murder that happened several months ago. They have now arrested the person who was the #1 on the Bolo list. So we got to get into that whole story. We'll explain the whole lore. Also, we're going to get back into these two teens who are currently on the run and the connection to Lil OT. All right. I didn't get a chance to deep dive on that when we were doing it. When we were doing that on the podcast, but we will be able to do a full deep dive today. So we definitely have to get into that. Continuing our list of topics, Neon is coming to Toronto. We'll definitely get into that. 50 Cent response to T.I. finally. We got to get into this Jay-Z checking Michael Eric Dyson over his Drake comments. Okay, that's my Drake story today, man. It's kind of crazy when the big dog gives you a call and is like, nah, bro, you wrong. Right, so we definitely got to get into that. As far as our civic duties, the OSAP changes and the scams that's been going on with the student grants and stuff like that, we definitely got to get into that. It is crazy. Convicted murderer gets out on a visit. And we have to cover the Canada First rally with DJ Czar. He was on the scenes. If you have any other things that you want me to cover, spam the chat. Comment gang strong. For the people on YouTube over here, we are live on Instagram. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Nigga, let's get it popping, man. Big salute to everybody who's popping up into the chat. Let yourselves be seen. Comment gang strong. Who is in the building right now? Starter Pack 2043 is in the building. I see you, brother. King Reese 306 in the building. Good evening, Tasha Latina. Lee Ho popping up in the building. V. Ron Paris popping up in the building. King Raja in the building. Let yourselves be seen. Tap in, share this live. Share it on whatever social media platform that you feel most comfortable with. I'll be doing the same. I'm going to share it over on the We Love Hip Hop Reddit. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're feeling generous, give us a hype and let this video go crazy in the algorithm. Big salute to B3 that's up on his beat right here. One day I'm going to get back to this rapping shit. Big salute to Smith Murray who's popping up in the chat right there. Yo, we are out here, man. We are out here. Let me turn this down, man. Let me turn this down. Chase. Check it. No, I'm playing. No bars. Let me make sure everything sounds good. How's my audio? Let me double check myself over here. Okay, audio sounding good. All right, looking good. Listen, gang, we back, man. 1 week later. As far as my last live that went down last week, it was kind of wonky. We were dealing with the hackers. Where's my sound effects? The hackers were out. They had my account held hostage. they had this YouTube channel, the one that I'm currently on right here. They had this held hostage. The Clips channel was held hostage, even though I don't really pay attention to the Clips channel as much as I should, but that was held hostage. And my email address connected to all things was also held hostage. So it was stressful, fam. I got a lot of things connected to that email address, and it was just not a good look to just not be able to access my email. I had to change shit as far as accounts that were connected to that email address, bank accounts, all types of shit. So for anybody out there, if you see any type of advertising or any type of solicitation, I mean, for, hey, we'd love to promote your product, or we'd love to promote our product on your platform, for any content creators out there, especially, okay? Specifically, let's say, if you see anybody trying to solicit you just via email, cold call, it's a company you've never heard of before, I'm not saying don't answer the email. I'm not saying look at everything as a scam, because obviously sometimes people will hit you up and they have legitimate business for you. But do your due diligence, check the email address, make sure that the email address don't look wonky. It's not like Brad568254 at 86668.com. Like, what kind of website is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, really do your due diligence. Don't click any links. All right. If they ain't trying to get on a phone call with you, then dead that shit. All right. Trust me. Carol says I was held hostage by internet cartel. Again, I stay getting held hostage. I'm like a damsel in distress, yo. Holy shit. How many times you gonna get hacked, bro? I think this might be the third time that I got hacked. So welcome back. I'm free. The free me movement is over. Okay. It is backward now. Okay. Me free. So let's get to some other shit, man. Let's get to some ads here first, and then we're going to get into our content. Listen to this episode's sponsor, Exotic Hop. Oh, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. 1 second, gang. Let me switch something over here. With the bumba clot, ras clot, bumba hole. Default speaker. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. Okay, let's try this. Listen to this episode's sponsor, Exotic Hot Pots, with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Yeah. Yo, low key, before I get to the other ads, you know what? Let me get to the other ads. Just stop the long talking Friday. Shut the hell up, bro.
Ready for the road.
Road Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating protection with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Road ready, ready for the road. Oh,
Ready for the road. One more. I want to take a quick second to give a big shout out to Grabba Grabba, some of the hottest grabba in the GTA. You can get grabba shakers as well as hot grabba leaf in different flavors like red herring and red rose. They got delivery within the GTA, and they got some really cool apparel for sale. If you want to get your hands on that Grabba Grabba, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, grabbagrabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Who's that big Turk in the chat over there? Jeez, man, like DJs are in the building. Who else is in here? Illest Behavior in the building. We are here, man. We here. So listen, man, got the channel back. We up and running again. One thing low key, I wasn't even able to get into my StreamYard properly. I wasn't able to get into the channel through StreamYard. So if I wasn't able to get this shit resolved before today, you would have not seen no live stream today, at least on YouTube, bro. I was down bad, right? Mr. Fantastic in the building. Dr. Fantastic, excuse me. Speaking of such, Big salute to Dr. Fantastic, aka DJ Czar, as well as DJ Natural Wave, aka what is it? Junior. I forgot his old DJ name. You know what I'm saying? But they put on an amazing versus. All right. What will we call this? A master class in clashing. It's available now on this channel right here. Apologies, Bones, aka Bones, right? Apology for anybody out there who was listening to the stream while it was live and we were having some mad audio issues. Next time, because we're going to have a next time, I'm going to make sure that I use the right interface so that we can get this shit popping. I was trying to get a little bit too complicated. This time we're going to make it simple. All right. However, we had the competition between Casper TNG and Pressa, aka Press Machine, and I have it available over here on our Spotify page. Make sure to go follow us on Spotify. Okay. It means a lot. Straight up. It means a lot if you go follow us on Spotify. Okay. We're trying to get our followers up. We're trying to get the streams up. I'm not trying to diss you, YouTube. Okay, YouTube. So just chill. Anybody who's in the YouTube algorithms or the AI, if you're listening to me, just chill. I'm not trying to take people away from your platform, but I'm just asking if you guys can please make sure to go and follow us on Spotify. You get the full videos over there. All right. The full episode that we just dropped the other day is available right now.
Started off as K-Love. Yeah, Big Tech wasn't so bad. It's not as bad as Zara the MC.
All right, you get the music, and I'll dare just to play a little bit of the music. Can we play it? Bumba Clot Ross Clot.
Started off as K-Love.
Well, awkward. Is the player going to play? Hold on, let's give it a quick refresh and see if we can get it to play. Uno momento, gang. Uno momento.
Actually, I gave myself when I moved here to Toronto because and I'm giving you guys some behind the scenes lore right now. I was trying to find a name for myself when I'm hustling on road.
I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm less.
Okay, let me stop there because I ain't trying to get a copyright. But like I said, all the music's available.
So, man, you know what I'm saying? We back over.
Can I get a little bit more music?
Switch it up! Come on, bro. Yes! Are we back in the most amazing way? Well, let me introduce you to
All right, so y'all get the point. You get the full podcast experience when you go over on Spotify. Okay, let me know also in the comments who else you guys want to see as far as in a clash. But we're gonna get into it right now. The full clash. I'm going to have to cut the music part, so bear with us. Okay, there's a reason why it's only in the member section over here on YouTube. That shit got copyrighted the fuck up. Okay, where Mandem are playing more than 30 seconds of the tune. So we'll do our best to go through the tunes. I just want to see how y'all feel about who should have won this this clash, this versus. Let's get into it.
All right. Yeah, we ball. All right, Friday, where we at right now? Talk to the people. Shout out all our chat.
We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitch. We are live on X, aka Twitter. Trying to get the Instagram set up so that we can go live, and then we're gonna go live on TikTok in just a second.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, We Love Hip Hop presents. This is Just Like Verzuz, because it's just like Verzuz. It's going crazy. It's going down. We have DJ Czar representing Casper, Natural Wave representing Pressa. You already know.
Yeah, how do we decide on this? Is it because like me and Casper are closer in skin complexion?
I'm setting up a poll.
Closer? Is that what it was, Friday? Like, how do we even pick these artists?
I never even thought about that angle right there.
No, I begged it
but
slow.
I'm down for it.
I begged it slow.
We got a race war going down. We love hip hop.
Let's get into it. The light skin versus dark skin.
So much more at stake than you think.
Oh man. Well, so how are we gonna pick this? Who's gonna start?
So we have a coin here. Basically, how we're doing it, it's 10 songs. For the first 5, whoever wins the coin toss, they're gonna go first, and then the last 5 is gonna switch. So,
Okay, call it in the air.
oh, you call it.
Tails.
Hit that like button, yo. Let's get it popping over here.
What is that?
That's Tails. Yo, so do I pick or do I can pick for you to go first?
Yeah, you can pick whatever.
Okay, for the first 5, I'm gonna get Natural to go first, representing Pressa, and then for the last 5, I will go first. Comment down below who you're rooting for, who you got. Remember, it's only 10 songs. Even if it was 20, I think we still know who'd win.
Oh, nigga talking shit.
Hit some sound effects or something. Let's get popping. Let's get popping. Turn up the booth a little bit.
Sound effects is sounding crazy.
You already know. How should I start this one? How should I start it? Okay, I'm gonna start it calm. I'm gonna start this one calm still, cause like I was bumping this last night, and I'm like, yo, this is a banger still. This is a banger still. You know what? I'm like,
lock in. Make sure to get your food ready. Your ball up, whatever you need to ball up. It's going down.
The drops is a hit. You know what I mean? So everything I drop is gonna be. No long talking. This is how we started. We started with bars. We started with bars.
Hold on, I'm gonna fast forward it just a bit because I know I can't get away with a lot of this copyright.
Let's go.
Fuck ball when I finally in the trap house. I bought an ounce when I finally use my hot box. I bought some jewels because
Oh shit. Okay. 50 Wassa bars. 50 Wassa bars was the first tune. Let me just play a little bit more because that shit is hard. Hold on.
nigga just cashed out. You alone in a trap that no pass out. I got a youngin' with
Okay, that's enough. All right, let's fast forward a bit.
Bars, boy.
You know what? I do love that song. So
100
that was
Wassa
pretty
bars, my
solid.
bad.
That was solid. I'm gonna give you that still. I wonder where you got that idea to play that song. I used to listen to that song every day. But one thing I like about that song is Pressa mentions his affinity for fashion, right? And as we all know, Casper, he got a sense of style, got a sense of fashion, so much so that the CEO and representative of a famous British company actually sent him a cease and desist. You know why they sent him a cease and desist? Because he was rocking some Burberry in his closet. What are you talking about right now?
Mama asked how I got all this.
What?
Mama asked me how I dress on.
Why?
I said, why you gotta walk with a pipe? I told my mom,
I love my life.
Ooh, okay, enough. Okay, round 1. Burberry Closet versus 100 Wassa bars. Who do y'all got in this one? Okay, 1 in the chat if you got 100 Wassa bars. 2 in the chat if you're going for Burberry Closet. Let me know. Okay. Or just give me the names. Casper or Press. Ooh, that track was hard. Hold on.
Shot get cold faucet. That's all this Burberry in my closet. My niece when she walk.
Burberry themselves.
I'm gonna have to cut all of this out of the replay after.
It's a message to him.
Mama asked how I got all this ice. Mama asked me how I dress on.
Yo, some of these tunes, I forgot how hard they were, fam. Okay, so we got a few people for Press over here. Oh, this is like a dead set tie for that one right there. Okay, let's get to the next round.
Selling weed in school, them in leather. And that's
Mama, you know what?
just like a nigga cause of brand. She just want me cause of who I am.
Big tune.
What was he saying in that track? Oh, mama asked me this, mama asked me that, mama. You know why his mom's asking all those questions? There's not no generational roughness in the family. You know what I mean? Like basically when you come from the trenches, like it's passed down. It's passed. You know those ones? So our moms ain't asking us nothing. We doing it like this. Like this.
Murder.
Let's go.
He got pneumonia, his lungs no longer. I'm smoking that me, this that
Woo! Let it breathe for a second. That's a round right there.
I fell in love with the stove and the toaster. I fell in love with my block and it was over. Short brick, half a brick got me feeling
Okay. Novocaine Press. Let's see what DJ Zara got. Hold on. Look at his facial expression. It's like, damn. What you got for this, son?
I'll give you that. That was a decent song.
Generational.
Hold on, can I get a little bit?
I just saw the brick, it came with Novocaine finesse.
Damn, I'm sweating like I was there.
It's in the family, you know what I mean?
Okay. You know what? I'll give you that. That was a decent song. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Was that Murder Beats on the beat? Okay.
Most
That's kind of valid. I mean, I have so much to choose from. Here's the thing, right?
Right. Hold on. Salute to Timberland and Swiss Beats. But yo, bro, we need to do some Toronto verses. Really show them how it's done. Sound clash style.
One of the lines that Pressa said in that song referred to where he comes from the North Place, Northside Jane, I believe, correct? Well, Casper comes from somewhere too. Somewhere that, if you're from Toronto, if you've ever been downtown, you are well aware of this street. Oh my goodness, this song is outrageous. Queen Street West. Have you ever been to?
Hold on, let me check my dashboard, man. Fuck, bro. I'm probably got a big old copyright sitting in that dashboard right now, bro. But we're only in round 2, bro. We're going to keep it going all the way down to round 10.
Queen Street West. Queen Street West.
Let's go. Woo. Okay, so where we at now? All right. Novocaine Press versus Queen Street West. All right. Keep in mind that these gentlemen, they had a bunch of songs lined up, but based on the selections of whoever's picking first, which was DJ Natural in this part of it, and they'll switch after 5 songs, mans will be like, okay, I was going to play these first 5 songs. For example, let's say if Czar started first, he would have had 5 songs lined up, boom. But based on what the next man plays, now I got to go draw into my freaking crates and say, all right, boom, let me run this one instead to respond to the next tune. That's what Versus is about. It's not even if the tune's bigger, like, yo, what am I responding with to, you know, man did the Novocaine Press tune. Okay, Burberry Closet. Oh, boom. All the different things. So in this round right here, Novocaine Press and the response was Queen Street West. Who y'all got? Casper TNG or Pressa? All right, let me know in the comments. Comment gang scroll. So stop pausing it. Bumbleclot. I can't just let the shit play, bro. Nigga. You know how much copyrightable materials on this shit? Chill. That right there is a risk. Chill, bro.
Queen Street West.
Town, fam.
You're not from the city if you haven't been to Queen Street West.
Hold on.
Was it Queen Street West? You broke out from downtown, fam. Pure fashion district and rich people downtown, fam. You know what I mean? Pure fashion district and rich people, dog. But like, to be flexing Queen Street West is not a flex, fam. Like, I'm just gonna show you guys throughout this battle, there's levels to this. Because while Broski is flexing Queen Street West, we out in London, boy. Woo! We out in London. Who's on this? Murder Beats? Lil OT? Goddamn!
420 up in London. I'm a problem, caught up, busted.
Okay. Yo, guys, you don't understand how much my heart is beating right there with the amount of copyrightable material. I wish I could just run this just clear. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to have to remove some parts, but fuck it. Let's go. Let's go.
Me and murder, we up to something. I was on the hound and almost caught me in Fort Nelson. Used to hustle hard, now they claiming they my cousin. I fuck your bitch, now she thinking I'm her husband.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Who's taking that round right there? What is DJ Czar, aka Cheeseburger, aka George, gonna respond with? Let's go.
Why she cussing? Neighbor was a trap. Gotta keep it struck.
You know who that was, right? You know who that? Okay. Just making sure.
You know what? That was a great song. That was a great tune. Shout out London, England. Even though we know London, Ontario puts on more for our artists than London, England. Because one thing I remember about that song is that it was good, but it didn't hit. And if we're talking about, you know, international collaborations across the border, I feel like Casper kind of got a better one. A lot of you bloggers just be talking, just be texting, just be typing.
Bomba Club.
Down in Pumas. Tell me I'ma shoot you. Yeah, Lil Uzi. That was alright. But this guy has multiple Uzis. He's a free man right now, right? He's never been arrested. Shout on the side.
So where we at right now, gang? Where we at? 420 in London featuring Lil Uzi versus Computers, Casper featuring D-Thang. Who y'all got in this round right here? Now, keep in mind, I know 420 in London, they have a bigger rapper on it with Lil Uzi Vert, but the song didn't hit that hard. They had a little bit of label issues, clearance issues, so that song couldn't really get the push that it wanted, all right? But nonetheless, still a hard tune. But Computers, and listen, I'm not trying to lead you guys in any type of way as far as your opinions, but Computers. Whew. This is a pretty tight race right here. Let's continue, man.
That was cute. That was nice. I'm not gonna lie. That was nice. I'm not sure if D-Thang is beating out Uzi, but that was nice. You think we don't have multiple international bangers though? Come on, bro.
Tune.
Right round the city strap, keep going and coming back. My diamonds going ham, my plug Blackberry.
One of my favorite presser tunes right here, man. This one was a hard one to judge. Listen, I wasn't even judging. To be honest, I was just jamming. But like, if I was judging, this would be a hard one to judge because I'm biased to this tune.
Nigga straight out the street, backwards in Hennessy, strip club and AOD, right round in AMG, like Heavenly Father.
Whew. That's my shit right there.
Got the bread, but it still ain't changing.
Yo, great song.
No gas, no metal.
We're smoking our pack right now. Let's go.
Bought a lamb, you rent him. My dog a killer, I sent him. Hit your blunt and we.
Bomba clots. I did my research, nigga.
Yo, great song. Shout out to anyone who's ever had a Blackberry. That was a good one still. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about that song.
Damn, bro.
Great song. Here's the thing though, right? We see Casper just got his, Universal Canada deal. Sometimes people go across the border too soon, and sometimes you got to play it local before you go global. You know what I'm saying? So local that you might even have a falling out with someone that you had a song with. So local that it is cold. So local that it's a blizzard. So local that you may In fact, freeze. What?
All I ever wanted was to freeze.
Tell him.
Cold killings around me.
Heart freeze.
All this ice dripping wet, I made a freeze.
Police
Tried to stop me,
told me freeze.
I just dashed.
Got a big stick on me.
Holy. That's a tough one right there.
Is it Casper?
Think it's a disease.
Okay.
Plus my ops dying
Like their block had a disease.
Big semi-automatic in my G. That nigga lean.
Listen, I suggest you guys go follow us on Spotify. You get to watch this whole thing without Friday Ricky Dread interrupting it. Okay, we've been able to at least clear the music on Spotify so that you can get the full experience, except for one song. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Pinky ring flooded with them V's. VS on my pendant and my ring.
She was up.
I ever wanted shit, I take that
You
shit.
aren't even 10 minutes, then we leave.
And the beautiful thing about Spotify is it chapters everything for me. Beautiful.
He's trying to go on. Oh, I'm not BFR, but speaking on behalf of BFR, you're playing the ops, nigga. You're playing the ops, nigga.
Hold on, let me address this question real quick. It'll take me no time. Why don't y'all do an actual versus, stream it, and get the artist in the building? Yeah, right. Not to say that I wouldn't love to do it. That would be amazing. But come on, bro. You know these niggas don't get along like that. These two, they get along. They're cool. But as far as like getting on the same stream together and all that, bro, you know they're going to be like, yo, I'm going to need 10 racks still, fam. And all type of stupid shit. But if we can make it happen, listen, we're going to make this a trend. So they might want us to do it. They might say, yo, fam, that last one that y'all did, yo, when are you going to invite me in person to do this shit or invite me on the stream? Okay. But I don't know if they're going to be able to select the grains, all right, the way that DJ Natural and DJ Czar were able to do so. Sometimes artists, they'll go and do the verses and just play the wrong hand. They'll play, oh, this one going to get him. And it's like, nah, bro, you're too emotionally invested in that song. That's not going to get him. You know what I'm saying? So to have two DJs in there playing the tunes, to me, that's amazing. But I would love to see the artist. Definitely.
So I'm gonna play the ops to that nigga. Cause he's trying to go on, oh no, oh me and Drake are cool now. No, y'all not, nigga. Cause that top 5 can never play something like this.
Woo! Actually, I didn't even need to stop it. I cut it myself.
I never leave them out.
Oh my.
Okay. National Treasure, unreleased tunage. Holy. Will you say flag on the play? For real, eh? That's cheating, bro. You're playing the Drake tune, bro. You're cheating, fam. Damn, son. Where'd you get this? I need to get that sound effect in here. Hold on. I need an air horn in there. So let's see what DJ Czar responds with. Let's go.
God, broski.
Wow, you get a Drake verse and that's what you do, eh? All right.
Pull up on Twitch.
I've heard better. Definitely heard better from Pressa. I've heard much better from Pressa. He slid. I've never heard the song anywhere outside. Is this even legally released, bro? He leaked his own shit.
You might get the stream taken down.
Drake didn't even want this out, brother. Like, you had to dig in the crates for that. You're better off playing Boogs' Drake track.
That one's not going in the replay.
Bro, that song doesn't even exist, bro.
And I actually
it's
cut it out the
crazy,
replay.
though, you know, because you see Drake, maybe he drew for Pressa or Pressa drew for Drake, you know? And someone close to Drake throughout his whole career, Kanye West. Now, Casper doesn't have a song with Kanye West, but he's been inspired by Kanye West, like a lot of us have been inspired by Kanye West. You know, a lot of people have a lot of love.
Let me know what y'all think in the chat, man. Let me know what y'all think in the chat, man.
Like some women can be heartless.
Let's go.
Woo!
Walked him down, he lost his soul. Now his mom keep crying cause
Weapon Casper.
Right.
how could I be so hard? Nigga, look what
You started.
I'm not bluffing me, they crazy.
They're retarded.
Response. Where are we at now? Anybody keeping score? Let me see what's going on in the polls over here. Right now, I got who won the verses. We're about halfway through. Right now, it's 66% is saying Casper TNG and 34% is saying Press. That's interesting because in the chat, it's saying a little different. Seems a little bit more even in the chat. Okay, I see it.
On my block, on my ones where my friends. I am
Listen to what he says.
Hold on, my bad, man.
Talking.
What?
30 round clip,
Don't-
gon' knock you off.
What?
I don't care what
You've been through. I know you lost your homie too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo, that song is cold.
really lost the soul. I lost my soul to the God, the murderer dead. I lost my soul to the money, I'm scourging the shit.
Listen to
Okay. Let me not get a copyright.
They caught him at the school, ooh, he got a tutor.
And I want to just reset something real quick. We'll be right back. All right, we back up.
Are we back? We're back. Round 2. Casper TNG versus Pressa, just like Versus. Your boy DJ Natural Wave supporting Pressa. Your boy DJ.
Okay, so we're at the intermission point here. Who y'all got? National Treasure versus Heartless from Casper TNG. That track, Heartless. That track was so hard when it dropped, bro. I was like, what the hell did this guy do, fam? The way you flipped the freaking Kanye West. God damn. But then when I heard the freaking National Treasure, first of all, remember, we just heard National Treasure's beat on the Iceman 3. And we're like, yo, what is that? And then when we heard the track, the way Drake slid on it, and then Pressa, who's already good, don't even get it twisted. Pressa is lyrically proficient. He can rap. But the way he slid, it was like, yo, did Drake help you with this one? Because, nigga, the battery is in your back right now. Pause. So, who y'all got? National Treasure or Heartless? That was a round. Yeah, Juicy Hamburger. That tune got to come out for real, bro. I seen Pressa advertising it on his page, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just do a quick check over here. Let me just check something. Yeah. 1 second. Let me show y'all something. Quickly. Just speaking on National Treasure. Let me just pull this up quickly. Y'all think Press got that round right there? Watch him.
None of you pussies is acting the same. None of you pussies is acting the same.
I can't even play this on the stream.
Still want some fame. Hit up my phone.
This is from Press's one of his social medias. I don't know if it's his TikTok or whatever.
6, don't stick around in 6. Can't believe niggas is grinding like this.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe the boy gave him the green light. Said, yo, you can run with that, bro. I'll clear it. You know what I'm saying? Unruly says, Heartless just sounds harder. Pause. You don't have to put a pause on that. It's okay, bro. It's a no judgment. It's a judgment-free zone over here.
DJs are rocking with Casper TNG. Thank you. Now, all right, I guess I'm starting off the second round. Are we good, Friday? We're recording?
Thanks, Nice Glass, for the membership right here.
Yeah. We're live. We're live. Heart, tap the screen, whatever the kids are doing these days.
Just watching this on
W's
Spotify.
in the chat. W's in the chat.
Let me not talk over Czar here. Watching this on Spotify was lit. Shout out WLH or WLHH. My bad.
Let me know when I'm good to go, Friday.
You're good.
Okay. Now, you know, Pressa got Bundog. They're brothers, right? Casper also has a brother in the same music scene. He goes by K Money. Has a song called Come Outside. One of our biggest artists, realistically, right? What I like about these two gentlemen is that they capture how a lot of people feel. You know, I'm not a street dude, but I can relate to, you know, people switching up when they see you getting some clout, when they see you getting some money, when they see you getting views, you know? People be switching when you're up.
Took a loss, so you know I had to set my money up. She used to give me trouble, now she just wanna fuck.
Yeah.
She used to disrespect me, now she can't because I'm up. They used to look down on me, but now they have to
tell them.
I chase a check, everybody know me, look me up.
Yeah.
Nigga sizzle in the kitchen, and me whipping up.
Classic.
She used to give me trouble, now she just wanna fuck.
Okay, let me stop that right there. Listen, gang, give me some education right here. Which track was that? Is that switch? Let me do my own research also quickly. I didn't even realize that tune played right there. Casper TNG K Money. What was the name of that tune right there? And let me know in the comments what the name of that tune was right there. Because I think Czar didn't really start off his round super, super crazy. I like the tune. All right. There needs to be a playlist for all of these songs, plus Put Us Outsiders on. Yeah. Straight up. Mind you, I'm not an outsider. I do know most of these tunes, but I don't know. Oh, I knew all of these tunes, but I didn't know this one. Is it called Switch? Anyhow, fuck it. We'll keep going.
Toronto, if you don't know the song.
She used to disrespect me, now she can't because I'm up.
What?
Nigga, this that 40 cal gon' fill him up.
40 cal.
Right, let's get to what Natural responds with.
But I got up. Somebody come sign me. French, I'm a cold boy.
Now he's signed.
Disrespect, I leave him on
He
the
manifests.
now she can't because I'm up.
You know, swing back sometimes still. So that was Casper and his brother, right? That's cute still. So like he doesn't have no man them, he doesn't have no who's his gang?
Oh.
What's his gang? TNG? MG4. Okay, we don't know those guys. I don't see
Okay, thank you, Unruly. Song is called Up.
those guys, and I'm no disrespect to them, you know what I mean? You're supposed to move in silence, so that's how it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? But you see these guys. Reload these guys. Let's go.
Hello, my niggas. So you know I'm all my niggas. If you diss my niggas, then you know we pulling triggers. Late nights with them killers, we kidnapping drugs. Dealers, cards, gang. Fuck your feelings, so who cares?
Hey, you know what's how jokes alive?
Wash gang.
All you niggas wash up, y'all be wash gang.
Wash
My
gang.
niggas super sad, we be wash gang. All you niggas wash.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. I'm because I didn't even know the name of that other song, the Casper TNG and K Money song. I'm gonna have to go with Was Gang, bro. It's gonna be hard to beat Was Gang. That was one of their breakout tunes, bro.
Y'all be wash gang. My niggas super sad, we be wash gang.
Y'all niggas wash up, you be wash gang.
Yeah, that's a point for Natural right there. Sorry, Zara. That's a point for Natural immediately.
Find something for this, broski.
I'm talking M's, I hate it. AM. They gon' pick me out and call my first name.
Clothes on skirt, dog.
All right. You know, I don't want to talk about that gang or anything. I think, you know, their reputation precedes them. So shout out to them. That was, you know what? That was okay. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just okay, you know? But here's the thing. Some people, you know, they roll with their squad. You know, some people, they're like a one-man squad, you know? But at the end of the day, people know them for something, you know? So the thing I respect about Casper is that, you know, he lets us know who he is. And he lets us know what the ladies like about it.
In my city, these bitches back.
Or a rapper. Yo, I don't know, bro. Natural has to respond with something so crazy for this one right here. Dope Boy, one of the first Toronto hip hop videos to hit 1 million views. Easy Factor said this is bias reporting. I have no bias towards anybody, bro. I love everybody equally. Okay, I love everybody.
She want, I ain't gotta ask.
Wow.
She want a dope boy or a rapper. She want a dope boy or a rapper. She got a dope boy and a rapper. In my city, these bitches back.
They are
a dope boy or a rapper.
Or a what?
She want a dope boy or a rapper.
These probably are all universal tunes now too.
She got a dope boy and a rapper. What type of nigga she want, I ain't gotta ask her.
Okay. Let's see what Natural responds with.
Oh my God.
Fuck, cause she know. And bread to their friends that cash. She want a dope boy.
At this back, so all them girls to be the same.
Dope boy and a rapper. What type of nigga she want? I ain't gotta ask.
Oh my God.
She want a dope boy or a rapper. She want a dope boy or a rapper. She got a dope boy.
At this back, so all them girls to be the same still, but like, I think I had the edge so far over you in the back. Now I'm just gonna smoke you. So now this is what we lead by 20. So from this point on, we just lead by 20.
Keep motivated.
This is where you get 20.
TBH, to be honest.
Let me go.
But be honest. If this nigga wasn't icy, would you want him? If my car didn't go so fast, would you ride it? If I hit you with this freedom, would you?
Let's go.
But be honest. If this nigga wasn't icy, would you want it? If my car didn't go so fast, would you ride it? If I hit you with this freedom, would you ride it?
Okay, who got that round right there? Dope Boy versus TBH. Dope Boy, Casper TNG, Pressa TBH. Who y'all got in this round right here? This one is a tough round still. You know what? Actually, not for me, because I love that track, Dope Boy, bro. That track is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nice Glass says Zar got that. Big salute to DJ Zara says, give me more respect for Pressa still. He has too many tunes. DJ Natural standing up for Short King. Stop it. Oh, fuck. Why do I read this shit sometimes?
She like flowers, she like the garden, but she don't own a garden, no garden. I like you.
Holy shit. Big salute to DJ Natural. He's the regular Hype Kings.
All right, you know, to be honest, that was a pretty good song. I remember that song. Big tune, you know, chorus goes hard, verse not as hard as the chorus.
Sounds
which,
like
you know, I kind of respect. I respect about Pressa. You know, sometimes he's a chorus guy, sometimes he's a verse guy. With Casper, it's always both. You know what I'm saying? And he really lets you know about how people switch up. Different songs, similar message. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the songs are connected. It's like a story. It's not random. Sometimes people want to act like they know him. They don't know him, man.
Ever since a nigga got a name, that girl wanna act like she know me. Now she wanna hang with my gang. Other niggas wanna act like they know me. Young niggas stay on lane. Fall back, you don't know me. Niggas stop talking my name. Fall back, you don't know me.
Big tune alert. Big tune alert. Holy. Just a little bit more.
Ever since a nigga got a name.
What happened?
That girl wanna act like she know me.
What else?
Now she wanna hang with my gang.
What?
Them niggas wanna act like they know me.
Jeez, yo. One thing though, Casper got like bangers that are like all club bangers, bro. For a man that supposed to be Mr. Ops and freaking Polly's and all that type of shit, bro. He's made sure to give the club what they need, fam.
No nigga stay on lane. Fall back, you don't know me. I know you ain't, girl. It's a hype thing, okay? Y'all holding green, real nigga to the soul, something that you can't beat. Flow burning like cold waste, feeling like heat. Girl, child ain't fuck. Got my damn, I'm riding. Niggas have.
Okay, Zara, you know I'm not capping when I.
Fall back.
You don't know him. You don't know him. Don't act like you know him.
That's how he's talking to the girl, them, man. That's how he's talking to the cats, or that's how you're talking to the girl, them. All right, for this next track. Okay, Zara, you know I'm not capping when I say this. You see, when we deal with the girl, them, when we deal with the girl, they like the roughness, don't get me? They like the badness, you know what I mean? RP Houdini, this is how we deal with the girl, them.
Let's go. Woo! When the man played this, Zara was like, damn, son, where'd you find this? Yo, for real. Man looks stressed. It's like, damn, bro. Damn. Who sent you?
Levels. We lost many rappers. RP to the follow one. RP Houdini. Let's go.
RP Houdini, yo.
How many options can't even decide? Too many labels on me. Up in the mansion and we living life. Nigga, we made them. She keep on making the nigga dumb.
You dumb bitch.
I gotta check my dashboard,
Okay,
yo.
all right. You know what? I'm not mad at that song.
I let that one run a little too long.
That's a good song, man. R.I.P. Houdini. That was a good song. The thing is, though, we got collabs too. You know what I'm saying? We got some
Okay, we're good.
collabs.
I was dropping stacks on the
You know,
strap.
we got a couple people on this song. I can't even say the name of the title of the song because it has the N-word in it.
Jesus, I'm in it for the money, and I mean,
Shout out K-Money.
stop fucking with me right now. I can't call you if I need it. She wanna link up with me on the weekend.
On the weekend.
Just because we turn up, bitch, you acting like you fiendin'. Where your ass was at? Probably.
Oh man, hold on. Zar, you're in the chat, bro. What's the name of this song here, man? Where's this? What's this song here? This is the response, bro. Oh, this is no. Actually, no. You're first. Zara, what's the name of this track, man?
Probably sleeping.
I was sitting when daydreaming, fucking with my thoughts at the drop. I was leaning, trying to turn a G to a.
Y'all remember this song?
That nigga.
Oh, that nigga.
Keep on hitting that screen.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. That track was hard, but I don't know if that's gonna get it done, brother.
Just making sure. Are they even allowed to say that? you know those words? Are they? Okay. Just making sure. You know what I mean? We just left Black History Month, but okay, I don't even need a feature to slap. I'm gonna let Presser himself just body that. Remember, you have one shoe left after this, you know. Yeah, broski. Let's go.
I couldn't believe it as soon as I.
Wait a minute. Because I was living in the moment right there when it was all happening. Zar's first. Zar. You dropped the ball at the last rounds. Damn, nigga. I forgot these are the last 2 rounds. That's when you have to pull out the nuclear weapons, fam. Oh, that nigga wasn't gonna get it done, bro. He had attachments in the vault, bro.
But my Cuban chick, she call me back. As soon as I ice her on my wrist.
And he could have ran the remix or the regular one. Free up Taliban, Glizzy Taliban.
I say crippin', but lately they murder, we broke my shit. I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban.
And you know, we got one more song. I already know what you're gonna play after what I play right now.
Hold on. This is the last song.
Should we do one more after?
We got a podcast to do.
Okay, we do have a podcast to do. Good point.
Yo,
Friday.
listen, we are getting to the last song. 10 of 10 or 10 versus 10. This has been an amazing battle.
Yeah.
I haven't even been keeping count of the score. I'm just listening to the tunes, just going crazy. We're gonna have to watch the replay after to figure out who won what. But I DJ Czar, DJ Natural Wave, they put on a clashing of clash.
Yes.
And I need to hear what the last songs are gonna be. I already know, but
here's the thing, man. Like, it's just too obvious. Which I feel like we should have one more round after. Just one more, if you're down. Okay.
Bonus round. If y'all like in the chat, if y'all want to see a bonus round.
Because
in the chat, if y'all want to see a bonus round, 2 in the chat if you're like, yo, we're over it. Let me know, man.
Nah, there's a couple tracks I wanted to play. Like, I feel like I could go 15 songs, but here's the thing, right? I feel like I don't even have to say anything about the song, bro. This is on Billboard Hot 100 right now, bro.
Okay, so I know that one has got a big copyright waiting to slap me in the face.
Oh. Shout out.
So mark it. And then what does Natural respond with?
The band plan, my bad. I didn't play a verse, but you know, we got time.
Mad. That's actually a crazy track. You know, nothing bad I could say about that song. So, like you said, life-changing song. It's obvious what we're gonna play right now. So let's just get to it. So banger per banger. Let's get it. Timeless hits. Let's go.
Okay, I could feel the copyright coming on that one. Okay, so y'all get the point. We'll go to the bonus round.
Victoria in the chat. Shut up, Friday. Let's go.
Oof. That's a tune. Okay. This is a big question I have for you guys here, man. Between Canada Goose. All right, let me make my screen bigger. Holy shit, man. I got a real serious question for you guys, man. Between Canada Goose and the market, what tune? I don't care what's the biggest tune because the market is still relatively new, so it's obviously not going to be bigger in numbers than Canada Goose that's been out for multiple years. But which one is more of a slapper? Okay, if you're in the jam, okay, and you hear which tune, which one is going to make you hit the wall harder even, you know what I mean? Or grrr, extra grrr, when you hear the tune. Which one? Canada Goose featuring Tory Lanez or the market with 100 band plan? Jason Basin said Canada Goose. That's that nostalgia factor when you hear that. Na 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 na. That does something different, bro. Let me know. Canada Goose from Illest Behavior. Canada Goose is still running it from years, eh? Damn. It is a little unfair because the market is new, but the market is a big tune. Like, I can't even freaking escape it now. You know what I'm saying? Every time I open up my Instagram, I hear the market coming out of somebody else's page other than Casper. So between those two, big tunes right there, that's a tough one. I see a lot of people saying Canada Goose though. So Canada Goose has staying power. It's lasted the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the bonus round though.
Not gonna lie, I love that song.
I see somebody in the chat say 4-1 Pressa, but
They didn't see the first round, but I'm not gonna lie. The second round, Nacho came through. Should we just off it? Should we do a couple more? Or what? Bonus round.
Bonus round. The bonus round.
Should I go with an older Casper song or a newer Casper song?
Pressa versus Casper TNG. Almost the verses.
Almost the verses. Shout out DJ Natural Wave. I feel this is an old school Casper song, but if you know, you know.
If the cops come behind me,
Oh, Splash was crazy. The video was crazier. Yo, Casper has bare tunes, bro.
If I catch you slipping, I'm a tall guy, he a midget. I'm so maximum, you doing the minimum.
Let's see how DJ Nash
I was gonna run
responds.
some of the new presses though, you know, just to kind of bring up what he has going on now. But since we ran an older track, I'm gonna keep it classic. I feel like, you know, it seems like a press hard one, so might as well put the nail in the coffin with this one. Come on, man. I'm glad you didn't run Hell of a Life.
It's that me on. It's that me
Jeez, watch the man put the spliff in his mouth. Oh man, I shouldn't even be condoning of this song, but this song is so hard, bro. Oh man. Okay, last round, bonus round, Splash versus Dead Miyama. What y'all got, man? Holy. Respect, chat. Let me know what who should do the verses next. Yeah, we need to figure out who's next, man. We've brought up verses on the podcast multiple times on, you know, just discussions and stuff like that. But to see this happen, like in real life, this was epic, bro. 50 minutes. It's a little bit longer than that, but obviously I cut out some shit. Yeah. This was really dope. Let me know, man. Dead Miyama versus Splash. What y'all got? Even DJ Czar said Dead Miyama, and he played Splash. Damn. Killy versus Roni would be fire. Smiley versus somebody. Who would Smiley go up against? Moolah versus Sick People. That's a nice one right there. This one right here. Friday Ricky Dread versus Dusty Wallace. Dusty got me beat in this one, bro. I never had no hit songs on the radio or on TV like that, bro. I could pick up my own chest and say, yo, I'll freaking body that nigga. My song's way better. But I ain't never had no shit running heavy rotation on freaking Much Music like that, bro. I'm sorry. From when freaking Dusty pulls out the freaking Yoey, I'm done. He's got that's like 4 rounds on one. You know what I'm saying? Smiley versus Roni, that would definitely be a dope one. That would be a tight one still. Because Smiley, no matter what we say about Smiley or what I say, because let me not put it on the rest of you guys. Smiley got some tunes still. Smiley versus Sav 4 times. Lil Barrett versus Killy. Starter pack says press a 1, but you say press a 1 over here in the chat. And even from me watching back this battle, I would say that Pressa One or DJ Natural's picks of what Pressa songs he used definitely won. But I'm seeing a different story over here in the whatchamacallit, on the polls. On the polls right now, unless I need to refresh my screen where I'm checking myself out. Let me do that because I'm seeing a different story over here. Y'all niggas got it like 72% Casper, 28% Pressa, but I'm waiting for my refresh to happen. My computer's moving a little bit wonky today. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Let's see, because y'all are saying a way different thing in the chat than what I'm seeing in the polls. The way it looks in the polls, it looks like Casper murked this shit by a landslide, or DJ Czar. Let's take a look here. I don't know why this shit taking forever to freaking show back up. And smash those likes, yo. We unhacked, man. We out of hack jail. We got 51 people on this vote, on 52 people who voted on this poll over here, and 73% are saying Casper. Interesting. Yeah, a Benji one would be fire. Some of these guys, they have tunes, but I feel like they'd be limited to like 5 bangers. You feel me? It's hard to get 10, 15 bangers to run back to back. You know what I'm saying? But listen, big salute to DJ Czar, big salute to DJ Natural. We gotta run it back again. And hopefully, like somebody suggested in the chat earlier, that we can get these artists to even contribute to some of these verses. Okay, we'll start the trend, and then you guys can add on. If you Books versus Hyper, that's a weird freaking battle. Salute to Hyper, but like I haven't heard Hyper's name in forever, bro. Damn, nigga, you're a real connoisseur, man. Let's get into some of these other stories that I have here. That was kind of like my pre-story. It was a super long pre-story, but I'm fucking with it, man. We are here, man. I want to say RIP to Lil Bentley. All right, he was the individual young man who passed away or who got murdered about 7 months ago over in the Yorkdale parking lot. It was about 6 a.m. where he got murdered. From what I remember from the news story, they were saying that somebody was getting off of a bus or he was waiting near the bus station and he ended up getting murked, okay, or murdered. And again, RIP to him, condolences to his family. There was somebody that they put on the BOLO list, the be on the lookout list, who was basically public enemy number 1. He was number 1 on the BOLO list. And they finally caught up to this gentleman here, or I don't want to call him a gentleman because he's out here allegedly murdering people, but they caught up to this individual. So let's go through this whole thing because this is like Montreal lore mixed up with Toronto lore. Everybody who's connected into these stories are all connected with Toronto people and vice versa. So it's a tango web that has gotten weaved. So let's start with the original news story from 7 months ago. Witnesses heard multiple gunshots in fatal shooting outside Yorkdale Mall.
Still underway here at Yorkdale Mall, some 11 hours after this shooting actually happened, around 6:13. That's when police say they got the first calls into 911 about gunfire here outside of Yorkdale Mall, just outside of entrance 3. About half an hour later, this man in his 20s was pronounced dead here at the scene. A video posted to social media actually shows kind of the flurry of first responders first arriving here just minutes after this shooting happened. Multiple ambulances, a big police presence, fire trucks here as these first responders worked to save this man's life. Unfortunately, they were not successful in doing so. His body was under black tent for much of the day as forensic investigators and the homicide squad detectives really tried to piece together all of the evidence in this case. One of the witnesses that our Arda Zakarian spoke to earlier this morning, a construction worker who was here at the scene when the shooting happened, described hearing anywhere from 6 to 10 shots. And I can tell you there were 6 evidence markers laid down on the ground by police in the general vicinity of entrance 3 where this shooting happened. If you're watching us at home and you're familiar with Yorkdale, entrance 3 on the northeast side of the mall, right next to the Indigo store, that's where this man's body was found. As for detectives, their message in this homicide very different than the one at the homicide where Melissa and Steve at. That one appearing potentially to be random. This one, police adamant, was a targeted homicide. Here's more from the detective who talked to us earlier this morning.
The shooting took place outside entrance number 3 in the parking lot area. That's what I can tell you.
And did the believe it was targeted?
At this point in time, the investigation is in its early stage. What I can tell you is that it is not a random shooting.
Within the hour, Lena and Bakari, I was standing here at the periphery of the scene. We've been pushed back by Yorkdale security, but I watched as 2 vehicles were put on a police flatbed tow truck and taken from the scene. One appeared to be a silver minivan or SUV. The second, I believe, was a blue Honda Civic on the back of that police tow truck. These 2 vehicles now seemingly being taken for further forensic investigation. Their connection to this homicide not clear at this point. Did one of them belong to the victim? Police did not say if the victim was inside a vehicle when he was shot. His identity also not released. Also, we don't know how many suspects police are looking for. They put out no suspect description whatsoever. One person, multiple people involved. Was there a getaway vehicle? Still a lot of things we don't have answers to at this point, but the investigation.
So basically, at the time, this is when they didn't know who was the victim in the shooting. But because we have our ear to the street a little bit more, and then once you start releasing government names and different things like that, we found out that this person was Lil Bentley, right? And salute to anybody who knew about Lil Bentley's music before. All right. Ooh, this might be another video because I always use the same video.
Yeah.
Right, so this is a different one that I could use as a reference. Bloodshot times Icy the Zoe and Lil Bentley, Free White Ghost. So this is a bilingual tune.
This one mic. On fait du temps préventif, tout ça pour éviter le peine. Je sais que tu t'inquiètes pour ton fils, même si c'est juste ça qui me fait de la peine. J'en connais beaucoup qui pissent quand ils entendent les...
Niggas is floating in French still. I ain't mad at it.
Avec moi sur la piste, impossible qu'il y a pas d'ailleurs. On chante un niveau 7.
Niggas got real guns in the video. What the fuck?
J'ai fuck la quarantaine. J'entends plus de maison.
We trapping at the spot. OGC just pull up on your block, the nigga better stop. 30 toes, 30 bands, bitch, I'm back up on the road. Keep a pole, stay on go.
This must be Ice the Zoe.
I teach my youngest how to roll. 43, fuck a bitch, them niggas know we in the shit. Free the gang, fuck a snitch, that nigga.
He said 43.
I teach my youngest how to roll. 43, fuck a bitch, them niggas know we in the shit. Free the gang, fuck a snitch, that nigga know we let it rip.
Ma jeunesse pas facile, j'irais plutôt un enfer. Je te jure, j'ai fait de la prison aussitôt que j'ai eu l'âge d'en faire.
They're saying some shit in here, right? Because like fucking this 43 gang or whatever is like a gang in Montreal. And I'm waiting for my ChatGPT to refresh. I'm gonna probably open another window for ChatGPT because this is pissing me off. But I need to get a little bit more information on who this 43 gang is. Let me keep it playing.
Ma mission, mais c'est fucked up quand t'es en guerre. Depuis l'âge de 14 ans, je vais voir Domi ce cimetière. Le premier qui dit suspect, je le fous une boulette dans sa chair. I don't give a fuck, je fais l'avocat, chant sous mon tiers. Avec sur la chaudière, je peux te montrer comment.
Niggas is getting at the ops in French.
Fuck a bitch, I was selling dough. I was young and trying to hit it lit. Young and trying to.
This is Lil Bentley.
Young as they don't go, you was probably trying to fuck a bitch. I was selling dough, I was young and trying to hit it lit. Young and trying to score, we got caught with a 30 stick, I'm yelling free to bro.
Nigga, listen, I seen real niggas fall when it was time to bet.
This is Lil Bentley, my bad.
You want a meal, dog, but you ain't start grinding yet. Your girl tryna fuck, dog, I got no time for sex. Or the top either, but I don't mind the check. Look, I do this shit for real, and I don't need a deal. And if I catch a pussy nigga, then he getting killed. And you ain't gotta ask, boy, you know I keep it still. And it's been a drill. Yeah, I'm a block boy, and I'm walking with that.
So I'm pulling up some more information.
Boy, and I might just go and cop a fucking silencer, cause I don't like the talk, boy. So just imagine when I go and do a drop, boy, or when I get a drop. Pussy nigga run up on me and you getting shot, I had to say that shit again. I ain't into getting friends, my nigga, I'm just getting ends. Pull up in.
Let me put a like on this shit. Even though they're talking some oppie shit, they're going in. 1.3 million in 4 years. This is probably a banger in Montreal, bro. Holy. So there has been updates as far as, like I told you, the person who they feel is responsible for Lil Bentley's murder.
Turning to some other stories we're following for you today, police have released images of 2 suspects wanted on Canada-wide warrants in a deadly shooting.
So this is when he was wanted still.
In the parking lot of Yorkdale Mall last month. 23-year-old Brian Emmanuel Fuentes Gramajo of Quebec and 28-year-old Jimmy Prudent of Montreal are wanted for first-degree murder. A third suspect, 20-year-old Bradley Luke Nicholas, was arrested on Monday in Quebec and charged with first-degree murder. 28-year-old Kashif Jamal Bentley Jean was gunned down in the parking lot of the mall just after 6 a.m. on July 17th. Investigators say the shooters fled the area before officers arrived on scene. Anybody with information is asked to call police.
So they probably, and let me just find the more current news story as far as the there's nothing in the, let's see, let's do this. Bolo suspect arrested. Okay, so this one's from 4 months ago. Let me find this. That's the only one I didn't find. Let me just go over to one of these channels over here. Let's go to CP24 because I know they just had the story up on CP24. And they should have the most recent one because I did pull up some information on him. I do have an article I'll pull up in a second. Actually, let me pull that up now because they did have some stuff that I found on Reddit. Okay. And big salute to everybody who's popping up into the chat right now. This is the gentleman over here, Brian Fuentes Gramajo. All right. 44 Tray 43 Bloods ont finalement été arrêté après 9 mois on the run en connection avec le meurtre de Lil Bentley 43. So they're both from the same district. I don't know if they're part of the same gang, but also blood for the B over here. En juin dernier, so last June, il y a avant 100,000 sur la table pour la capture de Brian, sorry. Et c'était le fugitif le plus recherché au Canada. All right, so he was the most researched, or he was public enemy number 1, most researched criminal in Canada. All right, they had 100,000 on the table. Finalement, he was finally stopped after 9 months. Is basically, I don't know if I have to translate the shit to y'all. Okay, but they gave a little bit more details on these gangs and who these guys are. This is courtesy of MT Hell, where I get some of my Montreal news. Okay, I found a news story over here I can present to you guys. It gets deep, yo. Montreal got a lot of politics, but like I said, a lot of their politics intertwine with over here. When I reported on Lil Bentley when this first popped off, I remember playing the first music video, and the other music video had Pressa in the video and stuff like that. So, and I'm not trying to like be federal Rick or anything like that. I'm just saying, mans are very connected with each other. So Montreal police, let me find a longer news story on this here. 2 suspects. We'll go with this one here. Volume.
Shopping center last summer has been arrested. The man at the top of Canada's most wanted list in connection to a fatal shooting near Yorkdale Shopping Center last summer has been arrested in Montreal. Toronto police say 24-year-old Brian Fuentes Gramajo was picked up by Montreal police around 2:40 this morning. There was a reward of up to $100,000 for information.
Brother, you have $100,000 reward on your head from the police, Canada-wide. You're from Montreal. You're dealing with some Montreal politics, and they find you in Montreal. Something doesn't add up, bro. Like, do you not realize that you're on the run?
leading to his arrest. And Gramajo is facing a first-degree murder charge in the shooting of 28-year-old Kashif Jamal Bentley Jean. This is in the Yorkdale parking lot last July. He was named Canada's most wanted fugitive in October, topping the list of 25 suspects. Well, the man at the top of Canada's most wanted list.
Right. So yeah, they got him. There's a few more things that I have on this. Like, bro, it never ceases to amaze me how many of these guys that I've seen on the run over the years get caught either in the greater area of wherever they're from or like literally in the city where they did the murder. Like, bruh, these guys, like, you got to figure out how to run better, fam. All right. So Montreal police arrest Canada's most wanted fugitive accused of murder in Toronto. Montreal police say Canada's most wanted fugitive, an alleged gang member from Montreal, was arrested Thursday morning. Brian blah 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 was wanted by Toronto police in connection with the murder in July 2025. Giango, hold on, why did this just move? Okay, was allegedly a member of Zone 43, a street gang from Montreal with connections to Ontario and British Columbia, was arrested in Montreal, Rosemont, La Petite Patrie borough around 240. What is that area? Rosemont, is that like Montreal North, I think? He was scheduled to appear in court in Montreal on Thursday afternoon. The SPVM is pleased to have contributed to the criminal investigation led by our partners and the Toronto Police Services by arresting Brian Fuentes in our jurisdiction, said Melanie Dupont in the news release, blah, 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 blah. He was also among the suspects from a Montreal area wanted in connection with his murder. Bradley Letut Nicholas was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in August. Jimmy Prudent remains wanted by Toronto police. And I guess this is the Jimmy Prudent guy. His arrest means Bolo's most wanted once again is Al Bovin. So I guess he bumped another nigga off the list once he became the number one, and now that guy's back to number one. Damn, and this guy's another Montreal guy, right? Man wanted in connection with a drug trafficking case dating back to 2021 in Saguenay, Brossard, Quebec. That's where I'm from. I'm from Brossard. That's wild. These niggas be getting it in. Pause. Yeah, so as far as like this whole Zone 43 thing, I tried to pull up some information on this just out of nosiness, right? They already got their, whoever they feel it is, he's going to have to deal with this trial and stuff like that. So we ain't solving no cases over here for any of those people who might be watching. Fortray or 43 usually refers to the Fortray, which is a name used by certain Crips street gang sets originally in Los Angeles. The meaning can change depending on the city or context, gang, rap, crew, or slang. Let me see if I can do this. Who is Fortray? Montreal. Let's do that. Let's ask ChatGPT who Fortray Montreal is. Here we go. In Montreal, when people say Fortray, they're usually referring to Zone 43, a street gang based in Montreal Nord. Like I told you, Montreal Nord. They say the slang in Montreal. Zone 43 is a street gang linked to the Montreal Nord area. His name is reportedly comes from STM bus route 43. Interesting. About 43. Known as a red aligned gang in the Montreal street politics. So I guess they're bloods, like I showed y'all before. Police, drug trafficking, all that type of shit. Rivalries. Okay, let's get to rivalries. Profit Boys, Profit Collectors, PK, based in Rivière de Prairie. Two groups have been linked to several shootings and retaliation incidents since 2019. Expansion outside of Montreal. Okay. Networks outside of Quebec. There's an article that probably gives me a little bit more information. Interesting. Interesting. And what does it want to say over here? Just so we could do our due diligence. Expansion outside of Montreal. Police investigators have also linked members of the group to trafficking operations outside of Quebec, including arrest in Vancouver, where drugs, guns were seized. Connections to music. Like many Canadian street groups, some of these members' affiliates appeared in Montreal rap videos and local drill scene using 43 or 4-tray references in the lyrics and visuals. Well, goddamn, bro. Y'all niggas can't get away with shit. Listen, I'm not going to say ChatGPT is giving me all the information because obviously if you really want to do your due diligence on ChatGPT, there's actual like articles that will take you to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just clicked on one of the articles or one of the websites. So you can go a little bit more in depth, but listen, bro, this is where we at right now, fam. Damn. ChatGPT got these niggas in a chokehold, bro. You put anything in there, and if they can find all that information on your gang, whether it's true or false, you fucked. Y'all niggas ain't getting away with shit. It's a Friday. Check Rock, whoever that is. Oh, Rockboy did do a video on it. I'll go check. Let's do to Rockboy Ninja. And then we'll move on to our next story. Man, say whoever that is. We're doing a peaceful 2026. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my rants only channeled at the people who needs to have the rants. So he did a story on this. Canada's most wanted fugitive arrested for shooting a Lil Bentley, or rapper Lil Bentley. Let's see what he got to say.
What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. But let's get right into it. So Canada's most wanted fugitive, Brian Fuentes Gramajo, 23, has been arrested in Montreal on Thursday and charged in connection with the shooting death of 28-year-old rapper Lil Bentley, who was shot and unalive on Thursday, July 17, 2025, outside Yorkdale Mall entrance number 3 at around 6, according to the outlet. Bentley was allegedly beaten while behind bars at Montreal Correctional.
Okay, here we go. Here's some.
Another Blue Aligned gang from Montreal West Island. That's according to the report. The rapper was approached by one or more individual who opened fire. Life-saving measures were initiated, but he died at the scene. The rapper allegedly had a falling out with another Blue Aligned gang from Montreal West Island, the Rolling 90s, after he and others allegedly kidnapped one of their leaders in the trunk of a car, according to the outlet. Bentley was allegedly beaten while behind bars at Montreal Correctional Facility in April of 2023. The rapper shared a video of the beating on social media. At the time of his death, rapper Lil Bentley had been wanted on an arrest warrant since 2023 for breach of conditional sentence, police told the outlet, adding that he had believed to be in the Toronto area for 2 years. Bentley had several criminal records in Quebec, including several breaches of court orders. In 2015, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison for firearm possession, dangerous driving, and fraud. Police have alleged that Fuentes Gramajo is a member of the Zone 43 gang, which is based in Montreal, but has strong connection to Ontario and BC. Gramajo was arrested without incident at 2:40 a.m. with the SWAT team because he was considered dangerous. Now, this is what police had to say about Gramajo's.
Bolo works because it's not just partnering police agencies, it's partnering with the community as well. You don't make it to number 1 of Bolo's top 25 for stealing a car. You're at the top of this list because we believe you pose a serious threat to any person and any place where you may be. Brian Fuentes Gramajo fits that bill. Quite often, the charges we paint a very narrow picture of the crimes committed. In this case, it's first-degree murder. On the surface,
I remember this press conference. Let's fast forward a bit.
I believe he's a member of a Montreal-based gang called Zone 43. Journalists here in Vancouver may be familiar with this gang because even though it operates
Hold on. Starter Pack wants to know who are those mans in the back. They're not mans, bro. They're all police officers with those masks that you put on that have like other faces on the mask. Okay? So they're all just wearing these masks. Let me make the screen a little bit bigger. They're all just wearing these masks with the fugitives' faces on them. Right? This is the Brian Trevorrow guy or whatever his name is, right? Hold on. Let me put my thing on the screen. This is the Brian guy. Right? This is some other guy. This is some Somali guy. There might be a white guy behind this mask for all we know, but they'll probably put a black guy just to keep it correct. You know what I'm saying? But they all got like masks of the fugitives on. It's a mod thing.
primarily in Ontario and Quebec. It has tentacles on this side of the country as well. We know their members have committed crimes here, and we know they've hidden out here. We are acutely aware that of the number of places Brian Fuentes Gramajo may be, Vancouver is one of them. And that, in our eyes, puts your community or any community he may be hiding at risk.
For the arrest of Gramajo, another man, Bradley Nicholas, 20 of Montreal, was also arrested last August and was charged with first-degree murder in connection to the shooting death of Lil Bentley. Police are still currently searching for another suspect. Jimmy Prudent, 28 of Montreal, remains outstanding and is wanted for first-degree murder. Now, according to the report, Lil Bentley was also reportedly close to the Zone 43 gang, so I'm guessing it must have been some kind of backdoor situation where he did something wrong and the gangs decided it's time to get rid of him. Now, I have no knowledge, I have no information. That's just my opinion. Y'all can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think about Canada's most wanted fugitive getting arrested?
Okay, so we could stop there. I'm gonna have to agree with Rockboy right there. I think it might be in a backdoor thing because from what we learned from our online research or our live research right here, we're seeing that they were both part of the same gang. This is according to MT Hell, the Reddit page. They're both part of the same gang, and that kind of makes things tricky. This is why, for all the kids out there, don't join a gang. It doesn't just mean, oh, I'm joining a gang, now I can make some more money, be able to get some more bitches, whatever your motives are for trying to join a gang. No, it means now you're loyal to the gang, and if you do something that the gang deems disloyal, guess what? You dead. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I'm sure people are organized as much as they can be, but whoever's making that decision-making process of, oh, this guy's got to go, you might not respect that decision. Like, what do you mean? Why does he get to decide that my life has to be taken? You know what I'm saying? Did you guys do some kind of vote? Did you get a unanimous decision on my life being the one that needs to be taken right now? These are all the cons of joining a gang. I'm not saying even for all you guys out there who might be, it's hard to get by, shit is rough, gas is going out the roof. I ain't even saying don't hit the block, but don't join a gang, fam. Because if you're joining a gang, bro, you might be hitting the block, getting the most money. And then they decide that they didn't like something that you did, bro. And then you're off this earth, bro. So, RIP to Lil Bentley. I don't know if I have any follow-ups to do on this story right here. But listen, RIP and condolences to his family, man. And I don't know if we'll keep you updated on what's going on with this guy's case, because to be honest, he ain't even a rapper, bro. But yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Staying on more somber news, there's two teens that are on the run currently in connection with two separate murders of some old heads, to be honest. So it was kind of weird to see these murders, but not weird, because I think when we get to the end of the story, we'll find out a little bit more about the motives of these or the alleged motives of these youths here. Right. So let me pull up the news stories here. And also, these two kids, not from here, one from Saga, right? Both 19 years old. So I call them kids. One of them's from Edmonton. We talked about it on the podcast the other day. There's a heavy connection to Lil OT when it comes to one of these kids here. All right. I want to say RIP off the top to Lil OT and condolences to his family. But again, a tangle web that we have weaved over here. So let's pull this up.
Live now to police headquarters, where Toronto and York police are updating 2 separate fatal shootings. Let's listen in.
The second is the homicide of Sergio Lopes, 65, who was shot and killed in Vaughan on Monday, January 26, 2026. Following their remarks, both will be available to take questions. Detective Sergeant Arita.
Good morning. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Today, we are joined by our colleagues from York Regional Police Service to provide an update on 2 homicide investigations that we believe are connected. I will begin by speaking about the Toronto homicide of Mr. Chandan Kumar Raja Nandan Kumar, who was shot and killed Saturday, February 7th, 2026. At approximately 3:26 p.m., Mr. Raja Nandakumar was sitting alone in his vehicle at Woodbine Mall, located at 500 Rexdale Boulevard. He had arrived just after 3 p.m. and parked near the main entrance just north of the TD Bank. While seated in his vehicle, he was shot multiple times and tragically succumbed to his injuries. Mr. Raja Nandakumar was a respected member of his community. He maintained strong connections with others in the GTA, particularly those of the same region of India. Those who knew him described him as kind, generous, and always willing to help others. His loss is deeply felt by his family and friends. As a result of our investigation, a Canada-wide warrant has been issued for 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger for first-degree murder. Today,
when we first were watching the story, man thought he was Asian, but then we found out later that he's a native youth. But yeah, he kind of looks Asian in the face.
Today, we are releasing a photo of Mr. Badger along with an image of what he was wearing on the day of the murder. Mr. Badger is described as 6 feet 3 inches tall, approximately 117 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He is from Edmonton, Alberta, where he is also wanted by the Edmonton Police Service on outstanding weapons charges. Through ongoing information sharing and collaboration between law enforcement agencies, investigators have determined that the individual we allege is responsible for the homicide of Mr. Raja Nandakumar may also be responsible for a homicide in York Region. This underscores the importance
2 bodies, allegedly,
of interagency cooperation and why we are standing together today. I will now invite Detective Sergeant Jonathan Nauman to speak to the York Regional Police investigation.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you. I'm Detective Sergeant Jonathan Nauman with the York Regional Police Homicide Unit. Today, I'm here to provide you an update on the homicide of Mr. Sergio Lopes, who was shot and killed on Monday, January 26, 2026. At approximately 1:06 p.m., Mr. Lopes was exiting his business at 180 Wings Road in the city of Vaughan when he was shot multiple times and unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. A short time later, the suspect vehicle was found on fire, located at 8214 Kipling Avenue in the city of Vaughan. Mr. Lopes was a respected member of his community, a loving father and husband. Loss was deeply felt. As a result of our investigation and through the ongoing information sharing and collaboration between law enforcement agencies.
Hold on, I got us to stop for a second. I don't mean to stop the videos. I promise I'm going to let the videos play longer these days. But the way that they position this guy, like, yo, you know, he was an innocent, family-loving man, and, you know, a friend to the community. Like, this thing could be true. This could also be true. and he could also be involved in some really heavy shit. Niggas don't just try to come kill you for no reason, unless it's some initiation shit and they're just trying to find an innocent, which I don't think this is. They're trying to make it like, look at these two bad youths killing this innocent old man. Like, bruh, he probably has bodies under his belt that you don't know about.
Warrants have been issued for 19-year-old Isaiah Thomas Badger and 19-year-old Jacob Wallace for first-degree murder and arson. Canada-wide warrants are currently being sought. We allege that Mr. Badger is responsible for shooting Mr. Lopes and that Mr. Wallace is responsible for operating the vehicle used to flee the scene of the arson.
The getaway driver.
Mr. Wallace is described as approximately 5 feet, 6 inches tall, and approximately 115 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He is from Mississauga, Ontario. I want to thank the Toronto Police Service Homicide and Missing Person Unit for their ongoing collaboration and assistance with this investigation. I will now turn it back to Detective Sergeant Aruda. Thank you.
So I asked her to poll over here before Detective Sergeant Aruda gets to what she got to say. Would you think these two kids were hitters, right? Not just getting into just some random incident. I'm talking about actual paid hitters, right? Mop Top and this next youth, they're the native youth. All right, I don't have a nickname for him yet, but Mop Top, that Mop Top is crazy, brother. I would not know that the Mop Top youth is gonna pull out a friggin' 9mm out of his backpack or something, bro. Like, whoa.
Thank you, Detective Sergeant Nauman. We are asking anyone who may have seen Mr. Badger or Mr. Wallace before or after these incidents, or who may have video, dash cam footage, or other images of them to contact investigators immediately. If you see Mr. Badger or Mr. Wallace, do not approach them. Call 911. We are also appealing to anyone who had contact with Mr. Raja Nandakumar in the days leading up to February 7th, or who may know what his plans were that afternoon to come forward. Even information that may seem minor could help us establish critical timelines. To Mr. Badger and Mr. Wallace, we're coming for you. Turn yourselves in. Hire a lawyer. And to anyone else who has assisted these two individuals, including anyone who may be helping them evade police, you are committing a criminal offense.
She said, we're coming for you. Wow.
You will be investigated, arrested, and charged where evidence supports it. Both investigations remain ongoing, and we will continue working with our policing partners to pursue all available leads. Thank you. We will now take your questions.
Sergeant, I think I heard you establish a connection between the two homicides, and can you talk about a potential motive, please?
So at this point in time, for our investigations, or at least for mine, we don't have a motive. Our connection to both homicides seems to only be that we share the same suspect. So I'll say this. I do believe that my investigation was a targeted shooting, but that Mr. Raja Nandakumar was not engaged in any criminal activity at the time.
Come on. Don't piss me off, whatever your name is there, Sergeant, Captain, Constable, I don't know what the hell. You know what I'm, don't do that, bro. Or lady.
I'm at his death.
That's just one of the Edmonton because he has a previous criminal record.
I can't speak to that.
Is there any reason to believe that Isaiah Badger came from Edmonton here specifically for the crimes, or was he living here?
So due to the fact that our investigation is still ongoing, I can't.
Bro, you're trying to act like, okay, because he's got a nice smile on his face and a button-up shirt, that, you know, he ain't involved in some shit. What kind of watch is this, homie? Come on, bro.
Can't speak to what his motives were for traveling to Ontario. Most importantly, obviously, we're here today because we really do believe that Mr. Badger and Mr. Wallace are still here in the GTA, and they need to be apprehended immediately.
Of course they're still in the GTA. We've seen this history has shown that all of these guys, when they're on the run for murder, okay, there's no higher than murder. Once they're on the run for murder, they decide, I don't know if they leave and then they come back and say, you know what? I miss Toronto or I miss wherever I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bro, they be having mad time to get away. There's a rapper who I won't name because last time I named his name, he DM'd me. So I ain't going to name his name. But he had a shooting, and you guys maybe will be able to figure out who I'm talking about. He was in a shooting situation. He was convicted. It was a playground. He was a really good rapper, one of my favorites. So I fuck with him, but I don't fuck with what he did. Okay. He was on the run for about 2 years. They had a $75,000 reward on his head top. All right. He's a man from Toronto. I'm not going to say what ends, but he's from Toronto. When they found this guy, they found him in Vaughan. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make it up, fam. Holy.
Our investigation is continuing. I can't speak to where the evidence has led us so far, but I can tell you that we're still looking at all avenues in regards to this investigation.
You found a car for Mr. Lopez. Did you find a car for the Mr. Kumar murder?
So what I'll say about
my bad. Y'all niggas know who I'm talking about too. Like, nigga, run farther, run faster. Actually, you gotta wait. You were gone for almost 2 years, nigga. Why are you in Vaughan, bro? You're getting me pissed off all over again, my nigga.
my investigation is that what we know is that Mr. Badger, after committing the murder, left in the crime vehicle, drove it to Clairville conservation area where he lit it on fire, and someone drove him away from that scene. I do not have an identification on that person nor a description, but I'll say this, that this investigation is continuing. I will identify who that person was, and we will lay the appropriate charges where the evidence leads us.
Both of these incidents were described as targeted when they happened, but if you don't have a sense of a motive, I mean, how do you know that these were not just people randomly picked out for shootings? What made you think at that time that both were targeted?
From the evidence that we have gathered so far, it becomes clear when you're looking at all of the avenues we have, from video to statements and everything we've gathered, that it was a targeted shooting. I can't speak to York Region shooting. I will have Detective Sergeant Nauman speak to that. Absolutely.
I'm just doing my due diligence, going through this whole video, because I want to see if one of these reporters ask about the Burlington shooting, which was the Lil OT shooting.
Thank you, and I'm going to repeat much of what Detective Sergeant Arruda said. While the motive still remains unknown, all the evidence to date, the video surveillance, the witness statements, people that were present, it appears to have been targeted.
Why do you believe they're still in GTA?
I can't comment. I don't know why they are still here.
Sorry, can you provide some clarity? So you're saying that Isaiah Badger, after committing the murder of Mr. Dunn Kumar, took his vehicle to a conservation area and lit it on fire. Does that mean that he left the Mr. Dunn Kumar in the parking lot there with his wounds and that in the car, or was he in the car? What was the steps there?
Yeah, so Mr. Rajan Nandakumar was left in his vehicle with his wounds, where then officers from 23 Division found him and immediately began providing first aid before Toronto paramedics arrived and took over.
These are both very brazen daylight shootings. Were there any similarities between the crimes that drew you to the same suspect?
Absolutely brazen daylight shootings. I'll say that it was similarities that led our services to speak to each other, that then provided the situation we're here today, that led us to believe that we share the same suspect. I can't get into the evidentiary nature of what seemed to be similar.
Well, you can't get into it, eh?
But definitely.
Was the vehicle stolen?
They were stolen vehicles. It was stolen in my investigation. And it looks like Detective Sergeant Nauman is saying his was stolen.
Yes, stolen.
Yes, our vehicle was stolen as well.
That's all you had to say?
Any way that these people are moving about, or at least the suspect in the Toronto police are moving about without some kind of outside assistance.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Is it in your view that they're definitely being harbored by somebody or some people in order to be able to be out there right now?
So it's hard for me to say. I think the most important information I can put out there now is that now everybody knows. Everybody knows that these two individuals have committed first-degree murder in our city.
Allegedly.
And if you are harboring them, if you are helping them evade police or get away, that you will be charged where the evidence exists.
Two more questions. I just want to clarify, so you believe that in the first instance in Toronto, it was Isaiah Badger acting alone up to this point, but in the second case, you believe Jacob Wallace was a driver that it was driving the vehicle that fled the scene?
So all I could speak to, of course, is our we have not identified who drove Mr. Badger away from the arson scene of the crime vehicle. And therefore, I can't really give you a name or suggestion as to who that was. Mr. Wallace was identified in Detective Sergeant Nauman's investigation. And we are looking at all possible links and connects, of course.
And with Sergio Lopes, you said with the first victim that there were no criminal ties. What about with the second victim? Did this person have any previous criminal involvement or activity or connection?
Sorry, just to be clear, which victim are you speaking about? Sergio Lopes?
Yes.
Yeah, no evidence has not shown any connection at all to criminal activity.
That means you just never caught him. He's not in your database.
Do we know if these younger gentlemen have any prior criminal history?
Yes, Isaiah Badger does. Jacob Wallace does not.
Okay, one more question. Do we know if the other people are in a gang or a criminal network? And was this some type of initiation or job for a particular reason?
I have no,
Here comes, hold on. Here comes the lies. She asked, are these guys in any kind of gang or any type of criminal activity that you guys know of? Here comes the lies, all right? Wait for it. Let's go.
For Detective Sergeant Arruda, but there's been
or job for a particular reason?
I have no, I can't speak for Detective Sergeant Arruda, but there's been no information to suggest that.
Nothing. Not at all.
No.
That's one last quick question. The ages of these guys, they're 19 years old, and I think the public would seem pretty shocking that people so young are being alleged of these crimes. Just maybe if you could give some input on that.
I agree. It's shocking to me that we're standing here with two 19-year-olds wanted for first-degree murder and for Mr. Isaiah Badger to be wanted for two separate homicides. It's shocking to me.
Why is that so shocking? Why is that so shocking? Because, and before I get to my other links that I was actually going to get to first, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get to the links that I was going to get to. Let's go in my order that I was going to get to, because they're like, we don't know. The man's name is Mr. Go Get It. He got 33,000 views from 4 months ago. So he just dropped. Fresh out the pack. AKA K2. Oh, we don't know anything about if there's any gangs or anything. I just did a friggin' double crazy stack of freaking gang signs right there. Holy. Nigga, I'm almost impressed. I ain't gonna make any signs because, like, I don't want none of y'all come shoot my head off. But, like, I'm almost impressed the amount of way y'all niggas stack the freaking gang signs. Like, I'm like, whoa. Nice glasses. Stop trolling. I know, right? Niggas is like, nigga, when I see you, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing. I don't even want to be saying I'm playing. Niggas like, stop playing with me, fam. All right, let me stack my gang signs in peace, nigga. Do it again. That's impressive. Let's go.
Lines in the back when I hop with the free. They 40 cal if you push up on me. Walking your block, I walk on the beat. You get it? Cause I'm the shit in these streets. I feel to get buffy or asked by a bucket. It's crazy. Did all that shit for a piece. I'm not one of these guys cause I live what I spit. Really feel everybody. You get what I mean?
He's floating still. I ain't gonna lie. This is the Edmonton youth. He's better than a lot of you Toronto niggas, bro. He's rapping.
Fine, you fuck my team. Take that shit off, bro. I don't need a beam. Certified shooter can't see when I creep.
Certified shooter can't see when I creep.
Let it off and I flee. Don't sleep on their side every day for a week.
Hold on, let me see your jewels, nigga. Cause he upgraded the jewels, bro. There's a video that I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. His jewels were light compared to what he got here.
Don't sleep on their side every day for
hold on, back again. I need to pocket watch you, bro.
sleep on their side every day.
Fuck, man. Hold on. I need to pocket watch this nigga, bro. Give me a second. I need the perfect freeze frame to get my pocket watch on. There we go. There we go. What we got over here, my guy? You got the Joker face. Woo-hoo! That one there, mean there, Bridget. What does this one say here? Gang, can y'all read this? These niggas get so much diamonds on their shit. It's hard to read, bro. And then he got another one. Just chains on top of chains. Blood clot.
Every day for a week. I only see red, wanna see they can bleed. G26 and the G23 and the Hellcat.
Oh.
That's people the options I keep.
Is that the little OT chain that niggas is saying on Reddit? Who's the first one who said that? Blood seed. We get into it. We get into it over here. Let's go. We're going. Hold on. We're about to go deep into the lore. Let's go.
On my side, so contest your luck and come swap with me. I really got belts in my body.
We are getting mixy today, gang.
If you haven't touched 30, don't talk to me. If it's not by your side, you can't walk with me. Hard and not 16 did it properly. Ever since then, evil thoughts get them off of me.
He is fucking up this beat crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't condone of what you did, but you should be in the booth more often, my guy.
Yeah, I don't take much, one call and I'm skirting your block to my brody to park up. Ask about us, you spin anything and it's scary. You see me, I'm bro, and now
watch OT.
Ask about us, you spin anything and it's scary. You see me, I'm bro, and now we're truck. Nigga, you wanna talk smoke? Let's start with the facts. I stood on your block and you didn't shoot back. Try calling that phone cause
I sit on your block and you didn't shoot back. Listen, I'm not taking all of this stuff literally, okay? I'm just saying he's talking to shit.
you thought you were sick, I was there in like 10 on the window and clap. Then text
Oh, you thought you were sick? The man was there in 10 minutes. Flat. This is not a reaction video, but it kind of is.
that phone, like boy, you still lucky I had that shit on me, but shit like the jam. He didn't boost somebody, swore that he did. Now we got a little paper, think he the man. Pop bro with a big jam forward, a switch in the back and the box, shit not for the gram. Went through 20 bats in the
There's the shot of Lil OT right there.
gram. Went through 20 bats.
All right, that's Lil OT in the back. Right, yeah.
20 20 bands in a week. After that, I went to sticks, feet, cautious, and leave for the man. 2 hands on the back when I hop with the free. Big 40 cal if you push up on me. Walking your block, I walk on the beat. Do you get it? Cause I'm ready shit in these streets. I feel to get.
The nigga's probably watching this right now, like, yo, Friday's feeling my tune still. Why don't you give me the interview from Time, brother?
I feel harassed by a bucket, it's crazy. You did all that shit for a piece. I'm not one of these guys cause I live what I spit. Really feel every bar, do you get what I mean? Bullets that flying, you fuck with my team. Get that shit off, bro, I don't need a beam. Certified shooter, can't see when I creep. Tiptoe, let it off and I flee. No sleep on it.
These lyrics are aging badly, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. And listen, RIP to Lil OT, man. But yeah, this is not a good look to be in the video with this guy, because right now, what they're saying on the Reddits is not a good thing there, brother. So let's see if I can find what the Reddit is saying. All right, Johnny Blick said wipe down still. He did wipe it down. Body bagged the beat. Okay. Let's see this here. So Hrontology Reddit said, I said it first, and this is Lost Thanks. He said, I said it first. This you gonna get twined up for Lil OT's body. Police issue warrant. This is the all right. This is the music video that they're showing. What else are they saying about him here? Before I even go back to my actual links. Oh, hold on. Let me go back to this post here. Because you know you got to go through the comments. They got 51 upvotes, 38 comments. So him and Lil OT were dogs too, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a backdoor setup. These types of youths be scared to even walk in Toronto without getting stained. Now they're slapping up blocks like Rex. This is a sign Toronto drill is dead. I don't know about all of that, but he was living in Lil OT's crib too for a while, shaking my head. Damn. What a shit mark. Hold on. I'm just trying to find anything. Just crashed out just to be talked about in the Toronto subreddit. Him and Lil OT were dogs. I vouch that. He never backdoored OT, you idiots. Shut up, Isaac. Yo. Reddit ain't shit, man. You're lost, goof. These guys are just arguing amongst each other, bro. He isn't even charged for Lil OT's notch, so huh? Listen, man, I'm doing my due diligence as far as some of the research on this right here. There was something that also I found on these Reddit streets as far as a switch up. This is what I called a switch when I found this post here. Hold on. Montreal hockey tonight. Stop sleeping. Let me just address my Montrealers over here. Mo Money TV in this. Said Montreal in this bitch. JNS Dizzy, salute to y'all. All right. I see y'all. Let me just pull this up over here. Let's pull this up. So, K2 is also one of the names he goes by. Second photo was posted days after the Woodbine Mall shooting. Pretty sure it's the same kicks he wore too. All right. Holy. What's this spelling out here? SFS. Yo, the boy that I'm not even going to say they're stupid. They're so lie, bro. We don't know if he's connected to any street gangs or anything like that. But we'll keep you guys posted as we get more information. Shut up. And I'm not saying do a better job. Like, yo, you guys need to go find these criminals. But, like, what are we paying you guys our taxpayer dollars for? For you to lie to us or just not even freaking know what Guan? Because either way, they're both bad things to happen.
The data, there's too much of it. That's okay.
I hate when
SAS
Reddit
Via
shows
builds
freaking
models
ads and
makes
shit.
decisions, so
One
you don't
second,
have to
gang.
freak out.
But we like freaking out.
We're getting so much done.
From data to ta-da, SAS Via.
It's a new day in income investing.
I have
Introducing
premium. I'm just
Daymax
on Reddit.
ETFs, Canada's first daily.
Expensive be making heat.
Car just send a low and then I'm going. Suited up and dirty, staking pluses with the stolen nigga. If you smoke, don't choking nigga. Hop or the smoking nigga. Running nigga down, I got a faggot, it keep blowing nigga. Steady money hungry while you lacking, you keep loafing nigga. I got it on.
Yo, bro, these new guys, bro. These are the niggas you need to watch out for, fam. Okay.
I keep me a stick everywhere that I go. If I don't got it on me, my brody on crotch. Stay with a killer. A real just step, but who has to take it before what it costs? I'm not gonna.
Listen, as long as you're taking the heat off the brothers, I am good. Let's see what else we can find over here. Let me actually go. Huh?
Yeah. Sticking my hoodie, my cup full of lean. She on that, so she love how I'm thugging. She
Okay. So a lot of thuggery. Edmonton's salute to Juicy Hamburger says Edmonton's really on it. Yo, when I first heard Deadmonton is a nickname for Edmonton, I was like, oh, for real? Okay. Proceed, niggas. Deadmonton? It's a mud thing. Hold on, I'm pulling up the same link. I have another link here that shows him kind of before he really started, I guess, getting money. Right? So imagine being this guy, YG, Timu ganging, dropping threes, but fanned out IRL.
Ooh, yo, Peter's one here.
Come on, dog. Come on.
This is when he had a little chain.
Come on, dog. You already know how we're moving on here.
Well, yeah. What's that? No bossy?
Come on.
Who with the pointers?
Come
With
on.
the pointers?
Come on. Come on.
Right, dogs. Yeah, you're moving too slow with the pointers. You moving pissed.
My dog.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What does that say?
This is Mr. Go Get It. Come on.
Come
on.
How much you drop on that piece right there? Yeah, how much you drop on that?
You know, a little something. A little something. A little something. A little something.
This nigga's dying laughing like, yo, this guy is a pussy. Ha, 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 ha. Look at your little chain, bro. This man's outside drilling, bro. With no feelings. Bro.
Come on.
That's a good one still. A little song.
Damn, bro. So I don't know, man, because from the time when Lil OT was murdered, they're saying that this had to be a backdoor thing. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that for him to be able to have his guard down and it was an incident where somebody got into his car and he got murked in his car. Now, I can't just go by what the Reddit is saying because obviously it's just a bunch of different youths on Reddit with their opinions. But now that they got this guy on the run and they're saying that him and his homie here, the mop top youth, is like some super drillers, allegedly. Let me see if I could find anything. Burlington shooting. They're talking. This is like Burlington, Ontario. Burlington in America. Let's put Burlington, Ontario shooting. Because I just want to just see the footage that they had from the scene. Okay, let me pull up this one here.
Halton police are investigating a shooting in Berlin.
Here in the south, pronounced deceased. I spoke with a man earlier this morning who was dining inside the Kelsey's Roadhouse at the
This is the car, right? So they said that they got in the car and the shooting happened from inside the car.
corner here in the southwest lot. He tells me that around 9:30 to 10 p.m. when he was outside, he saw two officers performing CPR on an individual, and the police say their victim is a man in his early 20s. They have not shared any suspect description at this time, but we know they were investigating a white car in this lot last night. No arrests have been made yet, and this is the region's second shooting after this.
All right, and there's the other video that I have here. This is like so wild mysteries out here, bro. There's this video, the original dash cam video. That's when the shooting happened. Those three sounds there, that's the shoot. That's the shots. And there's the white SUV driving away. Whew. I don't know, bro. Things are kind of wild out here in these streets. Not saying it's the worst it's ever been, but I'm just saying it's not getting any better right now from what I'm seeing, man. So hold your head to Lil OT's family. RIP to Lil OT. Okay. As far as these two youths right here, never judge a book by its cover. If I see these youths on the road, bro, I don't even know what to say, fam. I've covered this way too much, fam. It's probably on site for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I see these young boys these days, bro, I'm never like I used to be. I ain't gonna lie. But if I just see some like Asian youth or a little white youth, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh, you're just a little mesquine. Yo, get out of my face. Don't be rude, nigga. That nigga might be packing something in the freaking side bag, or in his backpack. So my bad if I've ever disrespected any of you youngins out there. As far as like a conclusion to this, I think they're gonna get caught. I ain't gonna lie. I think they're gonna get caught, and they're probably gonna be here in the GTA, just like other cases that happened in the past. So we'll keep you posted. All right. Yeah, no suits to anybody in this, man. Let me see what I got. Yes, I am shook. I am very much so. I have no problems admitting that. Let me just show you guys something quickly here, because Neon is supposed to be coming to Toronto. Let me show y'all quickly what I found here. I think this is courtesy of RTN, aka Real Toronto News.
Their accents are. You know what I want to do? I want to do a Canada tour. I want to go to Edmonton, Ontario, whatever it's called. I want Toronto. Canada tour would hit. I feel like Canada's untapped and there's hella people there, right? I'm gonna set that up. Next Canada tour. But their accents are. You know what I want to do? I want to do a Canada tour. I want to go to Edmonton, Ontario, whatever it's called. I want Toronto. Canada tour would hit.
So Neon is going to be coming to Toronto just now. Big salute to Cribbas. Cribbas also posted about this. If I can go to Cribbas' page. Big salute to Cribbas. Man like Cribbas. He probably has it in the stories. Man, don't never post anything on their shit. He had it in the stories. Where did I see this shit? Was it 6th Trench? Well, either way, it was posted somewhere. Okay, so he's going to be coming down here. You guys have any ideas of what Neon should do when he gets to Toronto? Who he should link up with With
they're just there.
Besides We Love Hip Hop, obviously, like who else should Neon link up with when he comes down here? All right. What kind of good content strategies? Let me follow this guy. Can Neon have? Getting my life together. So he's on Kick right now. All right. We don't rate him. Neon's a goof. Damn. Listen, no matter how you feel about him, all right, for artists out here, this might be an opportunity for a come up content creators doing collaborations with him. Like, who would you like to see Neon doing a collabo with? You know what I'm saying? Feelings aside about the goofiness or whatever. But hey, we'll keep you posted. Maybe we can see if we can lock in a We Love Hip Hop collabo with Neon. I'm not going to hold my breath because sometimes these guys be like, they act funny style when they get down here. But salute to Cribbas. Cribbas is definitely the connection to Neon. So you never know. But we'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted. There's something I wanted to look into because they're saying that there's this whole T.I. 50 Cent thing, and I'm not going to spend super long on this story here, just to touch on some American topics quickly. This whole T.I. 50 Cent thing, everybody, myself included, was like, yo, T.I. finally gave 50 Cent an L. For the amount of years that 50 Cent has been taking W's after W's after W's after W's, T.I. decided, you know what? Let me get the whole family involved, and he served up an L to 50 Cent. Maybe. Because a lot of people were like, yo, 50, the only way that you're going to be able to redeem yourself in this type of shit is if you rap. If you rap, now we'll believe you. Okay? We don't want to see Instagram post, blah, 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 blah. In my opinion, I was like, fuck it, don't rap. Because you're doing way better not rapping than all of these niggas who are rapping right now. Brian Russell says 50 didn't even respond. They're saying that there's bars that were, I guess, more recent. All right, I'm back on my dope boy grammar. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Freaky shit, freak shit, peep shit, keep shit on the low, but everybody know. Okay, and he's got like a picture of an AI picture. What are they eating? Are these graham crackers or cardboard paper? Right, T.I. and Tiny. Shaity's Bud said 50 don't take L's. To be honest, I didn't think he was gonna rap. Let's hear some of this.
I'm back with my dope boy grandma. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
What you say about my mama?
No one told us what we're here for. Lord, don't you let us get got.
Hold on, I need to hear that shit. It's eating a box. Oh, and he's not talking to T.I. He's talking to his kids. Okay, he said, yo, daddy made your mommy eat every box in Atlanta. Oh, man. I did not have this on the scorecards for 2026. Let's go, Fiddy.
Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
What you say about?
Oh, my God. Hold on. I need to check my dashboard. I'm going crazy on my copyrightable material today, man. But there's too much good shit going on, man. Gang, let it breathe for a second. Let it breathe. Okay? Let it breathe. That's some heavy copyright right there. This is about to be on a TV show. 50's in shape still with those bars, bro. Damn. You know what? Why am I underestimating this nigga? Just because he's making TV shows doesn't mean he doesn't have a home studio where he can continue to record music. So now if this show becomes a hit, because Power's already been a hit, right? Now T.I. got to hear this every single time that the show comes on. He can't even watch the show. I'm sure T.I. ain't trying to watch any 50 Cent produced shows. That's just lock off in the house. Even if the daughter, anybody in the house playing any 50 Cent produced shows, right? Turn that BMF off. I know we were like halfway through it and it was getting good. Turn it off. Right? Book of Canaan, turn it off. I know we only have 2 episodes left. Turn it off. Now imagine new series out on TV and you're getting dissed in the intro. So that has to be every single episode. People binge watching, just listening to you get dissed. Over under. Let's do this. One in the chat if 50's going to respond with another song dissing more of his ops or going more in depth into dissing T.I. 2 in the chat if this is it. He gave him the one little jab. Right? That's some heavy allegations. Brother.
Niggas still can't move me. I'm back with my dope boy grandma. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta? That's some heavy allegations right there. What are you trying to say right there, 50? That T.I.'s pimping out Tiny? Whoa. Damn, son. That's what I got from it. Because I know they have some little freaky allegations going on from back in the days. Right? They got caught with the ecstasy and a few other things in the car. T.I.'s had his cheating allegations, or maybe like they have like a different rules and relationships type of shit. Thank you. They're swingers. All right? Is it swinging that 50's talking about? Because there's one thing to be like, yeah, okay, they're swingers, whatever. She's eating other bitches' boxes. Cool. But he said, your mom. Let me say it again. Say it again, 50.
Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
He said, your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. That don't sound like swinging to me. That sounds like pimping. I'm just saying. I know Tiny was up before T.I., so how could he? You know what I'm saying? There's no way. She always had the money first. Whatever type of cope and excuses they try to make from back in the days, but I don't know. We could just maybe put it in the realm of possibility that T.I. was like out here on some low level or lower level cabal shit. Like, you can have my wife, and you know she ain't really. Listen, I ain't even gonna diss her, but she's not as conventionally good looking as they say other women are. So you might get her for a discount. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to diss. All right. If the Kim K special runs you 100,000, you could get Tiny for like 5 racks. Maybe even cheaper. You feel me? Listen, we'll leave it alone. Big salute to 50 Cent. I personally would have not responded with any bars as somebody who's a retired rapper, but shit. If you got time, if you got some studio, you feel inspired, give him a little jab. You know what? 50, you know, me and 50, we the same sign. We both Cancers. I don't know if that means anything. I'm just saying. I'm just talking shit. But I haven't rapped. I've had a lot of people get at me. I've seen 50 have a lot of people get at him, and he hasn't rapped. And now that he has dropped at least a 1-2 punchline, you might see the boy Friday Ricky Dread coming back in the studio, respond to a couple of my ops. You never know, okay? I'm a little bit more now inspired now that I've seen 50 doing it at 50 years old as well, okay? So salute to 50 Cent. What else do we have on the docket here? Ooh, Jay-Z checks Michael Eric Dyson. So let's get to the Drake story. Okay. Michael Eric Dyson, very intelligent scholar. He was talking very highly of the boy, speaking some truths. I know y'all are going to be like, oh, Friday, you just glazing, but he's speaking facts. He was saying that the way that Kendrick Lamar tried to use the strategy of Not Like Us against Drake to try to other him was kind of egregious, even though he respects Kendrick's pen. All right. People got caught feelings. Not only Jay-Z, I ain't even going to say only Jay-Z, because I've seen a few of the different people who support Kendrick. I won't even call them Kendrick Lamar orbiters, but people who support Kendrick Lamar making videos about this shit. And a lot of them are not in agreement with Michael Eric Dyson. So let me play the original clip that got Mr. Dyson into trouble. And then we'll get to where he is now, because Jay-Z got this nigga shook, bro. He got this nigga shook. So here, this is courtesy of Hip Hop Unison. It says here, Michael Eric Dyson speaks on Drake's blackness being questioned, raises important questions regarding Kendrick Lamar and Not Like Us, mentioned Drake's black father, musician, uncle Larry Graham, and the fact that his grandmother was a babysitter for Aretha Franklin, which I didn't even know until right now. Plus much more important discussions.
A big argument between DeMarco Farr. You remember Brian Cox? Yeah, as
yeah.
DeMarco Farr walked away, we're like, are you cool? And he said to us, man, fuck him, he's half. And I was like, that exists? Like, there was a whole
internal. Oh, yeah. Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Most people would acknowledge Kendrick as genius, but not Drake, right? Drake is commercially viable. He's a monster. He sells records. But is he as deep?
There's a genius to that, though.
Oh, come on, bro. You understand that. Drake is being indicted by Kendrick Lamar implicitly and explicitly. Not Like Us. The song is the song, whatever you think about it. But the notion itself, big distinction, us versus them. And they're trying to de-black Drake, right? Oh, he's not really black because he grew up in Canada. I grew up in Compton. Bro, you're reducing blackness to Compton? Did you not know that black people fled America going to Canada to escape the iron tyranny of enslavement? And
Michael Eric Dyson is talking. Say it again.
And explicitly. Not Like Us. The song is the song, whatever you think about it. But the notion itself, big distinction, us versus them. And they're trying to de-black Drake, right? Oh, he's not really black because he grew up in Canada. I grew up in Compton. Bro, you're reducing blackness to Compton? Did you not know?
Right, Curtis?
That black people fled America going to Canada to escape the iron tyranny of enslavement? And he ain't black. His daddy is black. He went to Memphis every summer. The Memphis Horns fill his music, the first albums Drake made. His grandmama babysat Aretha Franklin.
Really?
And his uncle is Larry Graham.
You hear the interviewer? Really? That's what I said. Really?
His grandmama babysat Aretha Franklin.
Really?
And his uncle is Larry Graham from Sly and the Family Stone. How much, what black card he got to show? And on his album, Damn, that won the Pulitzer Prize, I like to remind the acolytes of Mr. Lamar that he says, I ain't black, don't call me black no more, because he was in the Black Hebrew stuff. And Drake said, light skin, but still a dark N-word. So I'm saying, that's your God? So to me, yeah, that still exists. You're not as black as me. You're not as
Yo, Drake probably DM'd this nigga like, bro, I fuck with you, fam. Thank you for saying that.
And Drake said, light skin, but still a dark N-word. So I'm saying, that's your God? So to me, yeah, that still exists. You're not as black as me. You're not as righteous as me. What did he say? You're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. What other figure in black music has ever been called a colonizer? Because he experiments widely with music. Kendrick, who put you on tour first? Oh, it was a guy named Drake.
Woo!
So this inability to
the colonizer,
not only have gratitude for where you came from, but to understand blackness is far deeper and more exhaustive than any one nationality or race or people can make it.
Damn, bro. Oh, mic drop moment right there. Hold on. You need an air horn for that there, brother. Well deserved, bro. Holy. So he said what he said. He should have stood on it. Right? He should have stood on that business. But he got a call. He got a call from the Jigga Man. Jigga Man wasn't feeling what this guy was saying. All right. The man took time from hiding from all of these Epstein and all of these other accusations to say, yo, Michael, that shit that you said about Drake, I don't know if I agree with all of that shit. That shit you said about Kendrick and Drake, and I don't know if I agree with all that shit. So here's what Michael Eric Dyson had to say.
Some people think, well, it ain't that serious, and that's not what's going on. My job as a scholar is to show you that stuff you didn't think was that serious might be a bit more serious than you think. I could be wrong, just to be sure. So I don't say it with the kind of arrogance that some of my interlocutors on the internet have suggested. And let me tell you something. A very dear and good friend of mine disagrees with me bitterly. Well, I won't say bitterly. Just aggressively and vigorously. His name is Sean Carter.
Bitterly. And then he tried to pull it back. Oh, aggressively and whatever the other word was, which don't really sound any better than bitterly. But bitterly was the first word that you said. What are you bitter about, Jay? Why would you call this man? Because he said something on a freaking interview, you call him and say, brah, you kind of got that wrong. He didn't even say your name. He's talking about Kendrick. And you called him?
Very dear and good friend of mine disagrees with me bitterly. Well, I won't say bitterly, just aggressively and vigorously. His name is Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. Now, I don't usually talk about the conversations that Jay-Z and I have because that's between us. That's why we remain friends, because I ain't out here blabbing about what we talk about. But he hit me up and he vigorously disagreed with my particular position. He said it with dignity. He said it with respect. He articulated his ideal intelligently. I responded to him. We went back and forth for a minute, and I shared with him my essay, the 3,000 some word essay I wrote in the Philadelphia paper, where I break down what's going on between Kendrick and Drake. And he was respectful. What I love about Jay is that he's not arrogant, and he's got more reason to be arrogant than anybody we talking to, including myself, on this darn internet.
I don't feel comfortable with Jay-Z calling him about something that has nothing to do with his name. Only thing you got to do with Kendrick, the only thing that you and Kendrick got involved with is the Super Bowl. So why are you calling, man, on things that have nothing to do with you, my guy? It don't even make no sense.
And yet in social media, and yet he chose to be gracious, vigorous, clear, transparent about his disagreements, but he did not get nasty and vicious with me. So the point is that I'm saying we can disagree with each other and not be nasty. I understand a rap battle is a rap battle and you trying to exploit your opponent's, if it will, vulnerabilities. But in an age of social media, it hits different when you call somebody a pedophile or when you make arguments about domestic violence. I understand that. It hits different when it resonates in a cultural vacuum or in a cultural arena where the Me Too movement, the progressive ideas of misogyny and sexism and patriarchy have prevailed, where we are far more sensitive and culturally appropriately so aware of the various forms of hurt and pain that women have to endure, and that gender plays a role that we have historically ignored.
This guy goes deep into like his thoughts on hip hop and shit like that, bro. Man, I wish I was as smart as Michael Eric Dyson, man. He be making hip hop sound super intellectual instead of these niggas just calling each other PDF files and freaking women beaters. Like he made it go. He went deep. The intellectual this and that. Like, oh shit, man. So here's the thing. He said that he didn't want to say too much about his conversation with Jay-Z, but he said a lot, okay, about how he presented his 300-page thesis and all this type of shit. Like, for a conversation that was supposed to remain private, he gave a lot of details. And now he backtracking. Okay, I think he got another call from Jay-Z, maybe, but now he's backtracking. So here we go.
Eric Dyson here, on the way to the... Good morning, my friends. Michael Eric Dyson here, on the way to the funeral of the Reverend Jesse Jackson, a man I knew for nearly 40 years, had a tremendous friendship with. And the reason we were able to maintain and preserve our strong intimacy and bond is because he said stuff to me and I said stuff to him that didn't get to the public ear. I remember once when Kanye posted publicly a text exchange between us that was private, and I was hurt by that. And I'm thinking about that because I've done the same thing to Jay-Z.
Oh,
no, I didn't publicly post a text, but I talked about a private exchange between us that should have remained between us, as it has for the last 20 some odd years.
Yo, they putting belt to ass on this scholar right here, bro. They got him under pressure.
I want to apologize to him here. Why am I doing it here and not to him directly? Because the old black people said, where you did it is where you get it. Where you messed up is where you fess up. And that's what I'm doing. What was his main disagreement? Look, first of all, it wasn't a call. It was a text. That's what we do. We text about geopolitics. We text about the Godfather.
Oh, you say blink twice, Michael Eric Dyson? For real, right? Are you okay, bro?
And a myriad of topics. That is what our habit is. His main disagreement, when I compared Kendrick in his line, Not Like Us, to Trump in his trying to distinguish himself from others who weren't on the same level. And Jay-Z said basically that was a faulty kind of comparison. One is a rapper, the other is a far more sinister force. And he said,
what? Okay, I thought he was talking about Drake for a second. But yeah, that is kind of a bad correlation or a bad comparison.
This is what rappers do. They look at the vulnerabilities of and insecurities of their opponent and they exploit them. Why would he know that? Because he conducted one of the most famous rap battles in the history of the art form. And so I mischaracterized him. He said, it ain't that serious. He wasn't vigorously disagreeing with me. It's not like he called me and said that. And even on the text, he literally said, it's not that serious. So I want to apologize to him. And the reason...
Oh, in the text, he said it's not that serious. So why are you texting him, Jay? Sean.
I clarified my position in the first place is because he made that distinction between Trump and Kendrick that I wanted to make clear that I completely understood and did not intend. So God bless you all on this morning. Rest in peace, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Jay-Z, my sincerest apologies. Much love to you, my dear brother.
Got the nigga shook. Got him shook. Damn, bro. The man talked about Jay-Z and within 24 hours, he's like, my bad, Jay. What do y'all think about this, man? Jay is the most overrated rapper of all time. Don't do that. Jay is the GOAT, rapping wise. He's the GOAT, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. He probably posting this from a Motel 6 because they at his house right now. Right? Hostage video. These dunce caps Americans, every African race helped build black culture. But all of a sudden now, we ain't black. Laugh out loud. This is the new generation Black America's pushing. You know, that's very heavily FBA coded type shit too, when it's like, well, you ain't black, you a tether. Where you from, Jamaica or the islands? You a tether. And it's like, bro, you need to chill, bro. Tariq Nasheed, all you niggas, y'all need to chill, bro. We need to get back to Pan-Africanism, like friggin' Dr. Umar, even though Dr. Umar a crook. You know what I'm saying? But we need to get back to the Pan-Africanism of it rather than, oh, you this kind of black. You ain't in black. Like, I understand the Black American struggle. I'm not trying to dismiss or take anything away from that. But the way that a lot of people are like, or a lot of Black Americans are like, oh, you're Canadian. You ain't black, though. Like, that just sounds crazy. Like as if we don't deal with any type of racism, any type of marginalization. Nothing happens to black people in Canada because you're Canadian blacks. It's different. Like, no, that if you believe that, and listen, with all due respect to any of my American brothers who might believe that, you sound stupid, fam. Okay? I know all skin folk ain't kinfolk, but at the same time, bro, you just sound crazy if you don't think that we deal with anything anywhere near some of the same type of shit. Okay? Or if we can't understand where y'all are coming from. Like, bruh, obviously we can't understand it to the T because we're not living the exact same experience, but we can relate, especially the Canadian blacks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some guy who might come from Nigeria or whatever directly over here, they might have a different type of experience. But like if you're a black person who's grown up in Canada for your whole life, I was born here. My mom's born in Barbados, but I was born here, fam. They were calling me nigga with the ER when I was 5 years old. I understand. So I say all that to say, when they try to divide Drizzy from the other blacks, or when Kendrick tried to do that in the Not Like Us song and other songs like Euphoria, Pac, take Pac's ring back before we let a Canadian have Pac rolling in his grave. Why you keep on saying Canadian? Same shit this dumbass idiot Curtis King kept on saying every time he was dissing me. That's where he kept on losing points. Every time you keep on saying, oh, you Canadian this, it just takes away from the argument that you're trying to make. And then I originally said, this shit is divisive. Everybody try to talk me out of the room. Shut up, Friday. You don't know what you're talking about. I think this tweet aged beautifully. What did I say again? I said, Kendrick Lamar, next time you diss a rapper, let's try to not other a whole country with black people and culture too. You literally created the most divisive song in history. Thanks. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut up, Friday. It must be a Canadian thing. Oh, we get it. You're just in your feelings because you're Canadian. No, fam. Michael Eric Dyson, your FBA Black American brother, is saying the same thing. But I'm crazy. All right. The chickens have come to roost. When was this from? February 2025. Where are we now? 1 year later. Holy shit, man. And listen, just because Michael Eric Dyson said it doesn't mean it's true, but I'm just saying, one of y'all own scholar said, bruh, I don't know about that Not Like Us stuff. I love Kendrick Lamar, but I don't know about that Not Like Us stuff. Well, he said what he said, and I said what I said. So we'll leave it there. Okay? You know, I had to bring it full circle and bring back my tweet. Fuck these niggas, bro. Try to tell me my tweet is crazy. You're crazy. All right? I told you so. Anyhow, we'll move on. Let me put y'all onto some quick music before we get back to some folklore. All right? And when I say music, I'm going to put you guys on to some older heads today. Big salute to Frankie Payne. Frankie Payne still consistently dropping music. He just dropped a new music video. I'm going to put y'all on. If you want to hear it, here it go.
No rapper could test. I am McGinnis, you niggas are crest. I ain't upset, I just know that I'm blessed. Real MC might be the last one left.
Might be. And that's why I love you, Jugs. You're real humble.
Hold on. Let's find a better view of this. Let's go to the page.
I am the rapper, no rapper could test. I am McGinnis, you niggas are crest. I ain't upset, I just know that I'm blessed. Real MC might be the last one left.
Might be. And that's why I love you, Jugs. You're real humble. But let's not act like you didn't inspire this whole fucking city. Let's not act like you didn't come before. Enough of these mans that's getting celebrated, eh? The first one from the street, one of us. Yo, you have to address that.
I am the rapper, no rapper can test. I am McGinnis, you niggas are crest. I ain't a
Oh, I want to see the full video, family.
fuck with the Scotians, I fuck with the Yardies, fuck with the Trinis.
Watch PK Herc. Hold on, bring it back, bring it back. You know what? Fuck this. Let's go to the music video, man. Hold on, let me bring myself back on the screen. I was trying to take some puffs of my cliff still. Let's go to YouTube and find this. Yo, Frankie, please label this properly, brother, because I know like sometimes mans don't be labeling the music videos where it's as easy to find. Hold on, I got like 10 YouTube windows open. Let me find the right one. Okay, here we go. What's the name of this song here? Wolves. Let's do this. Frankie Payne Wolves. There we go. Is the video out? Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Southside. Yeah. Yeah.
Super Sunny visuals on the visual.
Strip. Yo. All wolves, nigga, no sheep. Goddamn, we were born up in Shit's Creek. We were deadliest, we were like 6 deep. In comparison to them, we're pip squeaks.
Let's go.
OG, young bitch, nigga, don't speak. Cream of the crop, got to rise to the top, though. But that doesn't always happen in Toronto. It's all good, just as long as me and God know.
Listen, this is for maybe for the 40 and up, because I know young boys don't like to see niggas with gray hairs in their beard and da. But listen, take notes. This is maybe you might need to take some notes on getting them bars up.
I know I'm so tired of these assholes. These fakes need a Wonder Woman lasso. Goddamn game's full up a fiasco. Frank's red hot, but I'm not. I'm Tabasco.
Let's go.
Bill McCoy, build and destroy. I was on the block. I was that little boy. Chicken fried rice with hot sauce and soy. When you're trying to survive on the block, you find joy in the basics. Reverb in the staircases. Bold moves in the bare faces. Make money on a daily basis. Crack code when you in the matrix. Got a lot of.
He's floating.
Love, but get a lot of hate. Don't never mistake my silence for you being safe. We just gonna wait for the right time and the place. Strategy over debate. Fuck all this talk about who the best. There is no debate cause I birthed the West. Lock off your face or I'll burn your flesh. Gave up the game, let the dragon rest. I am the rapper. No
He's going in. Holy shit. That double time flow. Man, these niggas make me want to get into the booth. I ain't gonna do it, but they make me want to do it.
rapper contest. I am McGinnis, you niggas are crest. I ain't upset, I just know that I'm blessed. Real MC might be the last one left.
Might be. Hey, that's why I love you, Jugs. You're real humble. But let's not act like you didn't inspire this whole fucking city.
Talk
let's
about
not
it.
act like you didn't come before. Enough of these mans that's getting celebrated, eh? The first one from the street, one of us. Yo, you have to address that.
I really came from the trenches. Kept it real and kept the message. Where is my honorable mention? Politics, I can't respect it. It's contagious and aggressive. Everybody is infected. I'm trying to stay uncontaminated. Not sound the same as
that beat switch is crazy.
Saturated. Comfort has got you demotivated. If it's my bars and I dominated, your ego is gonna get confiscated. Most dream, but they never try. Keep a close eye on your side. Those vampires will suck you dry. Fuck with the Scotians, I fuck with the Yardies. Fuck with the Trinis, they don't drink Bacardi. Fuck with the Hindus, they know how to.
Yo, big salute to BK Herc.
Party.
That's my brother right there.
With the Trinis, they don't drink.
Watch him there. Watch him there.
Dry. Fuck with the Scotians, I fuck with the Yardies.
Watch PK Herc. Jeez.
Fuck with the Trinis, they don't drink Bacardi. Fuck with the Hindus, they know how to party. My right hand man looks like Damian Marley.
That's his cousin, you know. Like, I don't know if people know that. That's his like real cousin.
Give me your realers, don't give me no Barbie. I want perfection, don't cut up your body. Gave her to Johnny, I didn't need Molly. Killing these beats, I call that a hobby. I'm the original, you're just a copy. I'm an OG, you're just a Coffee. What does that mean? If you don't know, don't tell me shit about Toronto. Hit you with a 3-piece combo. Serve it to the wolves, I got living in a condo. Puffing up your chest like your name was Alonzo. Never forget that I'm King Kong though.
Hey, Jay, hey, Jay.
Blood clot.
Jay, come back here.
Yo, that track was fire. Yo, big up the Jugs, yo. Or Frankie Payne, right? AKA or once known as Juggernaut. He went crazy on this shit right here. This shit is banger. Track is called Wolves. You gotta label these better, brother. Just put your name in the beginning of them so you can get your name in the SEO. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's move on, man. Salute to my brother Frankie Payne, man. I saw that on my timeline. I was like, you know what? Let me react to this quickly. Let's move on though. Let's move on. Let me just check my dashboard, make sure I got no copyrights, because this has been a very music heavy live stream that we've gone through over here. Couple of things I want to put you guys on to just as a heads up. The OSAP program. Now, for the people who don't know about the Ontario OSAP program, the Ontario Student, I don't even know what the hell OSAP stands for. Hold on, let me do a quick Google. What the fuck does OSAP stand for? I've had OSAP before, right? It's like student loans or student Ontario Student Assistant Program. Okay, so basically, for anybody who, if you have parents or a household that has under a certain income, you can be eligible for grants over here in Ontario. They have in other provinces too, but we're talking about Ontario, right? I remember I got a grant when I came over here to go to Harris Institute of the Arts, right? Big salute to Harris. And I think it was around $9,000 that I had to pay back. Nothing crazy, very light in comparison to what people be getting OSAP or how much money people get from OSAP. So lately, Dougie, decided I'm going to pull back on some of this OSAP money because I'm be more selective on who's going to get it, because a lot of you guys ain't taking this OSAP money and using it for books and things that you're supposed to be using it for. You're using it for shit that you're using it for fuckery. You're taking trips. You're buying loud. You're getting sparkler bottles at the club. We don't believe you. You're not spending the shit on school. Okay. So let me play the initial post here, and we're gonna go into a little bit of a wormhole here because there's a youth that's been going viral for flexing some of the stuff that he's gotten from his OSAP money, and he's kind of living to regret it now.
I was getting thousands. I wasn't getting hundreds, I was getting thousands.
Premier Doug Ford says the calls kept coming from students upset about the changes coming to OSAP in fall, Ontario's Student Assistance Program. Late last week, the government announced the maximum amount going out as grants will drop from 85% to 25%, meaning the remainder will be loans that students have to pay back once they graduate. Ford says he didn't have a choice.
Folks, it was in the red. It's just not sustainable. And the sector was telling me it's not sustainable, or we'd be closing down, if we continue going, we'd be closing down colleges and university.
Some students rely on a higher percentage of grants, don't have parents who can help out, and worry about their future.
If the new policy happens, I might drop out. It's because I cannot afford it. I have to go back to work.
With the changes, Ford wasn't the only one hearing from students.
We also heard from thousands of students that they're really stressed about their OSAP, and as well as not being able to afford their tuition fees.
The Canadian Federation of Students had encouraged its members to contact politicians. The organization is glad the province did add more money to post-secondary, $1.6 billion a year, but wanted the tuition freeze to remain with no reduction in student grants.
We've seen that the government has the money. They're willing to open their purse strings and provide funding to education when they want to. And so that was a really good time for the government to actually invest in students' future.
The Premier suggested students need to pick their area of study based on in-demand jobs.
A lot of times kids will graduate and figure out, oh, well, there's no basket manufacturing. I should maybe pick something else. Focus on jobs.
This man said basket manufacturing? There's youth really taking stupid shit like that in school? Come on, bro. You're exaggerating.
The future. And you will have a job when you come out of college or university.
The Canadian Federation of Students says most college and university grads from all programs do find work within 6 months of graduation. Lorenda Radicomp, CBC News, Toronto.
So there is now pushback from the students, but at the same time, they're also exposing some of the ways that people have been exploiting the program. So I have this over here.
The possible misuse of OSAP grants by
courtesy of City TV or City News, my bad. Students push back after Ford government investigates OSAP fraud.
Hundreds of students in Ontario is under investigation by the province, all while students and education advocates continue to speak out about changes to the program.
First things first, starting off, you guys already know the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, my favorite purchase.
Students showing off their wares on social media claiming OSAP grants helped pay for the luxury items. Videos provided to City News by the Ford government as evidence that taxpayer money is being misspent.
We got some Creed, some Silver Mountain water, and the Aventus.
Over the last couple of years,
why would you make these videos? I'm going to show you the full videos in a minute.
The Ministry of Colleges and Universities has been investigating possible cases of fraud involving OSAP funding. Of the 473,000 students who received OSAP in 2024-25, there were 902 investigations for possible misuse, 40 more than the year before.
900 plus? That's crazy.
Something the Premier alluded to a couple of weeks ago.
I've heard some nightmare stories on the other side as well about kids going out there buying fancy watches and cologne and not needing it.
The government claims that there is some misuse. What do you make of that?
I'm going to have to flip the question back on them in terms of how they've been investing in education. With regards to misuse, I would put it up to them. Truly, like the investments that we are seeing in education right now is not sustainable.
But the province claims the possible misuse of OSAP funding is not the reason for recent changes to the program. Quote, as we have said time and time again, these changes to OSAP are directly due to the billions of dollars of pressure on the program from the federal government's decision to remove grant eligibility from students at private career colleges, coupled with the increased program uptake in recent years.
Well, I heard that they had a certain number of cases where they've been requested to investigate, but that they couldn't provide any examples of what they found.
The Office for the Minister of Colleges and Universities, Nolan Quinn, did not provide any information on how many investigations have concluded and their results.
Watch the lies.
News of the investigations comes just as a massive rally is being planned involving students going to Queen's Park on Wednesday to try and convince the Ford government to reverse course on the changes made. Mark McAllister.
I don't know if they need to. Well, I'm kind of undecided because obviously I'm pro student loans and student grants. Mostly loans, because obviously they don't give grants to everybody. So a lot of people are on loans that they have to pay back. But I'm still pro that. And as somebody who's benefited from that program, I can say from my own personal experience, I didn't really have enough money left over to spend on a bunch of bullshit. Maybe because my loan was light, like I said, but I'll show you a video because this is part of the reason why Doug Ford has come to this conclusion. And this guy was actually in the news story.
OSAP money. We love you, OSAP. We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money.
This is the exact same thing I'm using right now for the live stream.
Love you, OSAP money.
Wow, brother.
We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money.
Hold on. What are these sneakers, brother? This is not your OSAP money. You're trolling.
Money. We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP.
Yo, this bare videos. It just keeps going.
Money. We love you, OSAP money. Thank you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money.
Wow.
We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money.
Continue to speak out about changes to the program.
First things first, starting off, you guys are
Look at him. This nigga's like, damn, they got me.
You know, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Like, genuinely, I don't know what to say. Ford government investigates OSAP fraud.
First of all, why are you wearing a bonnet, my guy? That's what we got to say first, but let's leave that to the side.
And they have like my video behind the title of that, bro. I'm cooked.
Speak out about changes to the program.
First things first, starting off, you guys already know. You know what? I don't care. They've been planning to do this since 2019, and you're not going to use me as a scapegoat as a way to make everyone blame me for something that you already wanted to do. And for all the people complaining, go work a job, bro. That's what I did to help pay for my tuition, bro. Y'all can say OSAP this, OSAP that. Hell yeah, I was living lavish with my OSAP money.
Wow, bro. Take some accountability a little bit, fam. Holy, don't crash out.
Could have still paid for my tuition, you bum. Hey, bro, it's very simple. Just work a job, save the money, invest it, buy assets, and you'll have enough to pay for your tuition, bro.
I'm ordering public execution on this guy right here. But since y'all probably have no clue what I'm talking about, let's roll the clip.
We love you, OSAP money.
The man said public execution. That's crazy.
Love you, OSAP money.
For those of you guys that don't know what OSAP is, it's basically money that the Ontario government gives us so we can go to school. And this guy just showed the entire internet that he's not spending any money on anything school related. And honestly, people have been doing this for a while now. But the thing is with this guy is that he made 6 videos showcasing the 7 new colognes that he got with the government's money. And now our premier just announced that he's going to be cutting the funding. So the $3,000, $4,000 I used to get is going to be less than $500 now. Like, why would you guys tell the government the whole plot, bro? Yo, these Ontario content creators, like, all of them gotta go. Deadass.
Ocean guy, count your days. You thought it was fun and games. You thought we all
Wow.
thought it was fun and games. OSAP flex, look at the new watch. Now we're gonna be screwed, fam. There's gonna be no way to get an education. How are we supposed to make it out the hood without an education?
Yo, shit. Yo, she's putting that on him. How are we supposed to get out the hood, fam? Look what you did, bro. Now niggas is stuck in the apartment, fam. There's 8 of us in here, bro. This is on you. Damn, son.
Can't pay for none of this, bro. Bun you, man. It's personal now.
Guys, I would like to sincerely apologize for using the grant money to buy a bunch of foolishness. It's my fault.
Look at this idiot. He's got 2 watches on. He's got both cologne. He got the cologne. He's got his iPhone in his hand or Android. This man's going crazy. These shades probably cost a lot. This hat probably cost a lot.
I take full accountability. Very stupid of me to do so. And I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. It won't happen again. I'm gonna try everything in my power to speak to Doug Ford. What Doug Ford did was because of me, and I take full accountability because of that. What I did was stupid. And I admit it was stupid. No one should ever be using their grant money for granted and using it on foolishness like how I did. I want you guys to use my videos, use this awareness, use this.
Nigga, somebody send this nigga some gifts. Holy.
Sorry, I'm tearing up. I'm getting emotional. I'm not sure if you guys can see through my meta glasses right now.
Oh, this fucking asshole.
We love you, OSAP.
This fucking asshole. Did you hear what he just said?
I want you guys to use my videos, use this awareness, use this. Sorry, I'm tearing up. I'm getting emotional. I'm not sure if you guys can see through my meta glasses right now. But
he don't care.
Love you, OSAP money.
Love you, OSAP money. We love you, OSAP money.
Oh, there's bare little niggas doing this shit, bro. Why it gotta be the black guys, bro? Come on. 10 steps back.
We love you, OSAP money.
Oh my god, so you guys seen the OSAP news going on in Ontario, right? I blame it on you little hood youths that are...
What are we... Yo, fam, are we in a Twilight Zone? Where does she pop up from?
OSAP money.
We love you, OSAP money.
Oh my god, so you guys seen the OSAP news going on in Ontario, right? I blame it on you little hood youths that are on TikTok and you're like, yo, fam, today you want to see what I got with my OSAP money? OSAP money, ho! Yo, you guys are the problem. Like when I was in school, I wasn't be doing that. You know what I mean? Now let's talk about high schoolers. Finish high school, my loves. If you make it to university, you feel like you took the wrong degree or college, whatever, you can always switch over degrees. But just finish. Just finish and then buy your drip.
Yo, Ite, bro, you better start counting your days because this tweet right here confirms it was you. And the
What does it say?
The craziest part is you guys still the days because this tweet right
New Premier Doug Ford says that he's receiving massive pressure from the post-secondary sector to lift tuition freeze. On OSAP, Doug Ford says to students, you have to invest in your future. Ford says students are probably upset right now and claim that some of them were using OSAP loans to buy fancy watches and cologne, not needing and families making $200,000 getting their kids OSAP.
here confirms it was you. And the craziest part is you guys still didn't even learn your lesson.
Love you, OSAP money. Love you, OSAP money. Love you, OSAP money.
The one who really pisses me off the most in that video is this guy right here. He's smiling like he's not part of the problem. Hey, whenever you guys want to catch these hands, just let me know because I'll be waiting at CMU.
Mans are ready to catch the fade for this. I understand, bro. You're taking money out of the mandem's pocket, food out of their mouth.
As the OSAP guy. So are you here fighting for free education or affordable education? What are you here for? Everything, man. I just don't like how I've been used as a scapegoat for this situation. They sent my TikTok video.
I get an interview as well.
Who are you?
Who? What? You don't know who that is? You guys put him in front page and you don't know who he is?
I know who you are.
So you guys don't. I don't really like that type of journalism. What is that?
It's interesting because actually, maybe let's. I'm the journalist here.
No, I am.
Well, maybe I should interview you because the government actually sent me one of your videos as.
So
under investigation. The reason that he used that though is because the government literally sent the link to your video specifically.
Oh, so you guys are mouthpiece to the government because they sent you something. You guys are using that.
That is not what we're saying. We're saying that's an example that they provided us with.
Have to say.
I'm sorry, I can't watch this guy. This smile that he has on his face is so unserious that I'm like, are you trying to do real journalism or are you just out there fucking around? All right. If you see this and you catch feelings, it is what it is. I don't care.
Thank you.
No, but for to reverse this OSAP cut.
Students all over Ontario are here to protest the changes against OSAP. Let's hear what they have to say.
Enough is enough. We have to stop these cuts. We need to support our students and young people right now.
The government always goes after the students because they prioritize profit over the students. As a Muslim, I don't feel really comfortable taking loans.
Students here are financially struggling. We're Muslim and can't take actual loans.
It's going to discourage people from wanting to pursue higher education.
Yes, the government knows that, students are poor and students are not making a lot of money. But again, they could know something and not make any effort to change that.
The students are
Yo, why are you even speaking on it, bro? You're the reason or part of the reason why this shit got cut.
able to make change when we are united like this.
And to see that we're all here together shows that we do have the power to change.
You have a message towards the
An educated future is a good future.
Rethink all your choices, but hands off our education.
Education is a human right. And what we're really weaving is the future for everybody that's involved in the Canadian economy.
Okay. Yo, this is over OSAP, bro. Man, them are out there crashing out, bro.
What's going on at the OSAP protest, guys? What's going on? Bro, they wilding like yo, they wilding. Yeah, bro, that's wilding, bro. Y'all got people that want to kill you, bro.
Actually, not the man them. The police are crashing out. They're going a little too crazy on these students.
Hey, man. Hey, if you think I'm about to end up like George Floyd, no, they're not George Floyd.
Wow.
I got an exam 8 in the morning, another exam at 12, and then people are sending me death threats. Man, it's a lot to juggle right now.
Gee, do you regret, like, obviously you're viral, and I know you were joking around with the video, but do you kind of regret putting out the video?
Not at all. Not even in the slightest. I'm actually really happy it got me the publicity. It's not the best publicity, but it's still quite enough publicity for my account. It was just a whole joke thing going around until literally a couple days later, coincidentally, Doug Ford announces the whole thing. So it's like now people are blaming me for everything.
Yeah, and he was like, he's quoting stuff from the video, like, oh, these guys are using money for and I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, who in his cabinet made him see, some guy's video?
Seen the one video.
I'm not sure showcased in my video.
But guys, it's not his fault.
No, it's definitely not his fault. I don't like the fact that people are taking. I mean, fuck, we are to blame because we kind of pushed the narrative too, even though we were joking. But it's not his fault. I want to say,
Lotion Guy is a crazy name.
From a different perspective, I love how we're all coming together and we're just creating content. We're not relying on the Americans to just carry content. I feel like Toronto can be the next big city, if not the biggest city for content creation. And
you're back, holla at the man, but just keep doing what you're doing.
You learning school into your content creation and whatnot.
Of course. I have to know who my target audience is, my niche, all that stuff.
What's his name? Hold on, let me find his name here. A.W.O.L. Ite Beaton. 1 second. Let me find this here. Ite Beaton. Lotion Guy. I found him. Let's pull up his page. Let's see what they're saying over here. Like, I don't think he directly is the fault of it. It's definitely coincidence, but like, you ain't helping here, homie. He's got this shit all over his page.
The OSAP guy, bro. They really got the OSAP guy, bro. This is crazy. Because what do you mean he really went to the protest and people actually had a wanted poster for him?
Wow.
He ruined the OSAP flex for everybody, yet he still made it out the protest alive. Like, bro, how are students really going to go back to school and just fund their education, bro? This is crazy. Hey, if you see this OSAP guy anywhere, make sure you pack him, bro. He deserves it.
Okay. All right. Well, here we are. OSAP is cut. I don't think that it's this guy's fault, obviously, but bruh, just clowning the shit, like you need to be careful, bro. That's what I'll say. You need to be careful. You can't be out here clowning what's happening in the system or just the loopholes in the system. Even if you weren't spending OSAP money on all this shit, you could have been spending your job money on all this shit. Making those rage bait videos ain't gonna help your safety. You got clouded. We all know who you are now, but I'm just saying, be careful out there, brother. The clout isn't always worth having to watch your head back because you made some jokes at the expense of people's like livelihoods and education and stuff. So I'm just saying, be careful out there, brother. All right. I ain't gonna get on you. I ain't gonna scream and go crazy, but like, just be careful out there. I'm gonna do one more story and then we're gonna touch the roads. Because DJ Czar, because I seen y'all talking about DJ Czar in the comments here. He actually was at a protest and he dropped his video for his Canada First protest. Let's go over to his page because I wanted to react to that and see what's going on here. Borough Sound TV. Make sure to go and subscribe to Borough Sound TV. The video just dropped a few days ago. Let's see what it looked like. Canada's anti-immigration movement gets wild. Okay, let's see what he got going on here.
Another day, another protest.
You are in a city of immigrants.
This guy is a Rothschild, diddling piece of shit. Put your glasses on, you.
You see what this guy's dealing with. You shut the fuck up. You weren't even trying to say nothing on the camera.
Damn.
Why are you touching me? I'm not part of no group. I'm a fucking journalist. Why? I can't walk. Why? Not anybody in there.
We're focused on starting
This guy's fighting with police.
deportations of criminals, terrorists, illegals, fraud student visas, and people who are just milking off our system.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
I mentioned stuff as a friend, and you get all defensive. I can't even say anything. That's how you are, bro.
That was a lot. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Another day, another protest. It's your boy DJ Czar, Borough Sound TV. We are getting to Sankofa Square, formerly known as Dundas Square, here at Yonge and Dundas. And I think there's a counter protest already. We're gonna see what's going on here. In the meantime, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe.
You are in a city of immigrants. You are clearly trying to push your message to not your target audience. I highly suggest you all get on a go bus and go out to Oshawa.
Damn.
Because Toronto isn't here for your garbage.
I guess you would be under the anti-protester category.
My God, that you try to show up and litter the streets of Takaratsu with your racism and with your bigotry and your incredible lack of knowledge. We will be here to stand against you.
Okay, I think I walked into the counter protest side. And there's this little snowbank here separating the two.
Did they make that? Like, did they like push the snow so it can be a separation tool? That looks crazy.
Good day. So, take off to the Great White North. Take off. It's a beauty way to go. Take off.
All right, I'm looking for the original protesters, but it seems like the counter protest has taken over. Let's see what's going on.
They have a unified message. They have a leader that they are all fighting for. We don't have that leader here.
We're so divided, though.
We really don't have a leader here. That unifiably we can all say, yeah, that's my guy. Like, I saw some polls today saying the Liberals are pulling ahead in Alberta.
The big salute to Puck Daddy. He's got the Canadian flag on the hockey stick. Right? What does it say over here? Puck Daddy, Canada first.
Yeah. Like, that's a scary thought, guys. If the Liberals start like winning more seats in Alberta, you know Canada's toast. Yeah. DJs are in the house.
That's true. That's true.
Charlie Kirk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJ Czar, aka Borough Sound, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, aka Coffee Poppy, aka Zarly Kirk, aka The Ruiner.
Yeah. The man called him Zarly Kirk. Yo, salute to Puck Daddy. You know you watch the show when you know the man's nicknames and shit like that are AKAs. Salute to you, bro.
But guys, today is a little bit underwhelming. I'm disappointed. But I still got love for everyone who stands here in front of me. The guys who are consistently out here, standing side by side with us. This isn't the end of Canada first. The weather probably played a little bit of a role.
It definitely
today.
did. Yeah, that's what I'm
You know,
saying.
it's weird though. Canadians, you know, we like winter, but you know you want to be by your toasty fireplace.
Yeah, I know, right?
Guys, it's gonna get to the point where you're not gonna have a choice to get off your ass.
Yeah.
And then when that time happens, it's too late. So let's get a move on here, guys. Honestly.
Agree. Absolutely. Thanks, Joe.
So we got a lot of police presence, an overwhelming amount of police presence, to be honest.
Oh, I've had people fly here today from Saskatchewan, Winnipeg. Like in that, like it lets me down, right? Like, it's like people need to show up here. I don't know how many different ways, or I don't know if I have to start speaking a different language in order for Toronto to understand how dark this country is right now. But if you guys don't start moving your asses and getting involved, at least spreading the message online, or, you know, start pulling your weight. If you're in this country, pull your weight.
I was cozy in the crib. I don't be outside like that for the protest and shit. I'm sorry, man. I do my part over here. Maybe it's not enough. I don't know. People might say that, but I'm not going outside to the protest. But salute to Puck Daddy. Part of the reason why he might be having an issue with numbers, besides weather and stuff like that, he's on his, I think, 4th or maybe 5th one. So sometimes things diminish in numbers, or sometimes they increase, but each one of them has had adversity and a lot of pushback. So maybe some of those people that were there in the beginning aren't as resilient as now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speculating.
Honest to God, you can't just sit back and, in my opinion,
No.
You know, like we're adults, right? We've lived through it. We were probably the last free era, the 80s, the 90s. Ever since 2000 hit, it's gone downhill, right? Like we were the last free era, I believe. Honestly, I'm an 80s baby, so. But we're just we're trying to get our message across, and we're going to continue doing it.
I don't know, but maybe like the PPC might be able to help us.
No, they're not. I voted for Max back in the day, before I voted conservative, and I was actually friendly with Max. Like we hung out. I was involved with the party. You know what I mean? And I feel now they're supporters.
Yo, real talk. Whatever happened to Chris Guy? Big salute to Peace Love. Whatever happened to that guy? He went into obscurity, bro. He was on fire for a few years, bro, and now nobody talks about him at all. That's crazy.
Are very arrogant. They're very ignorant. If you don't side with them, it's like game over. And to me, you guys are all aware of who the NDP is, right? The NDP has been propping up the Liberals for years. Yeah. But so has the PPC on the right wing, if you get what I mean. So the PPC is exactly what NDP is, just on either side. They both prop up the Liberals.
We don't even talk about how the coalition with the NDP and the Liberals literally destroyed Canada because Jagmeet Singh sold out the whole country for his pension.
Yeah, it's Jagmeet Singh is probably top 3 most embarrassing person in this country.
He should be arrested for treason.
It goes Justin Trudeau, Mark Carney, Jagmeet, you're the most. You are the most embarrassing fool.
Yo, Joe, okay. And I want you to clear it up because you're not anti-immigration. You've spoken on that multiple times. So what was the motivation behind today's rally?
Well, it was this is the problem with movements too in this country. A lot of movements, their message isn't clear. So with the Canada First movement, we're focused on stopping mass immigration. We're focused on starting deportations of criminals, terrorists, illegals, fraud student visas, and people who are just milking off our system and are not being a positive contributor to our society. Why are you still here 5 years? Not being able to speak a lick of English and getting resources. That shouldn't ever happen. You should come here with the intentions to work hard, embrace our culture, embrace our identity and our way of life, the way we do things. You respect it, then you'll be okay. But if not,
I ain't mad at that message. He's not like everybody get out, but he's like, if you're a parasite on our society, then you got to go.
We're not welcoming that here. We're not, man. It's a simple ask. You come. If I went to, let's say Russia, you think, or a Muslim country, do you think I'm going to be imposing the way I do things?
No, you're expected to assimilate.
I would have to assimilate. Do you think I would be praying in front of a mosque in a Muslim country like they do here? No. I wouldn't be doing these things because it's about respect for where you are. When you're in Canada, you respect our way of life. If you can't manage to do that, you can go home.
Where I got to disagree a little bit, obviously respect our way of life and everything like that, but I don't think that there's such thing as a Canadian culture. Obviously we have our different Canadian things. There's freaking poutine in Quebec, and people associate us with maple syrup and different shit like that. But Canada's a melting pot, or not a melting pot, a multicultural country. Not to say that we don't have our first language of English and our second language of French. So yes, off top, you should know that. Okay. You should be able to assimilate as far as what North American standards are, not Canadian standards, just North American standards. You shower every day, you freaking, you don't punch people in the face when you're just walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Just courteous things, right? But at the same time, we're a country that I feel like we strive on being able to hold on to our heritage at the same time, and, be able to recognize our differences and use that as a bonus. I got a friend who's Sri Lankan. I got a Filipino friend. I got a Chinese friend. I got somebody who's from Trinidad, somebody from Guyana and Jamaica. That's the bonus. So you got to still kind of retain that heritage and some of those traditions, so that we can all learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? So I got to kind of push back when it's like, well, come here and be Canadian or else. It's like, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying?
Joe Puck Daddy. What's the final score for tomorrow's game tomorrow morning?
The boys are bringing it back home, baby. Canada 5-2. Let's go.
5-2. Okay.
Because honestly, when I don't have an explanation to what does that even mean, and with all due respect to Joe, the only other explanation that comes to my mind is be more white, like Anglo-Saxon white Canadian style. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the Canadian like tradition, you know, hockey style, like, you know, real good old boys. And it's like, nah, bro, I'm from Pakistan. I don't feel like being like you. I can learn how to speak the language, sure, but like I don't want to be like you.
People, if you don't have a knowledge of what is a singular left, to know what's behind the 10%, the left. Go back where you came from and kill it.
See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. When you hear this type of rhetoric, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like we're trying to do this for a positive reason. It just means like we don't like your kind. Go home.
This guy is a Rothschild, diddling piece of shit. Put your glasses on, you. You're a file with you and your garbage, you baby killing piece of shit.
Whoa.
You're a sex offender. And your prime minister is a sex offender, you piece of. You're a baby eating piece of. Yeah. Hey. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Black, white, orange, purple, they're all
You're for us. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Hey.
my people! My people! You
What the
understand
hell?
that? Do you know how many indigenous people are in Canada? Do you?
No, you don't. Because you're a refugee taking our tax dollars, you piece of shit.
Indigenous here.
Get the fuck out.
Because you
Get
people,
the fuck out.
you are killing us.
Yo. I had to stop the video for two reasons. One, I have commentary. And two, like she's making my head hurt, fam. And I already have a toothache. Like, you're making my head hurt, fam. Bruh, I know that you guys have anti-immigration of bad people rhetoric that's happening here, but these two motherfuckers sound racist. Go back to your country, you people, all them type of talks right there, bro. That don't sound good. I hope you're saying this to the Ukrainian person or the Russian person as well, okay? Not only the visible minority. I'm just saying, because that sounds crazy.
Get the f out. Get the f out. You are. If you were smart, you'd be here. But you're not. You're on that piece of shit. Baby killing, baby eating side.
Holy that's intense, brother. You see, they got the bikes blocking. Just a little slight inconvenience.
No one is illegal on stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. And you want me to get off, okay? What the f is that all about? Explain to me what the that was about.
I've been told to get off the street. I've been told to get off of government buildings. I've been told to get off the statue. I've been told to get off the blockades. I've been told to get off the train tracks.
We've been told to get off our human rights. That's
This
what they
is the
want.
first time I've ever been told to get off the scumbag. I got told to get off the scumbag, or what? I was going to get arrested? Or what? That's actually a good point. You know why? You know why? Because
Czar's not impressed.
of this.
Hey, brother.
Because of this. Yes.
Brother,
Because of this.
I often see you at like the anti-Canada First rallies.
Go home racist. Go home, buddy. Shame. Be ashamed.
Just in quick summary, like, what do you have against the Canada First movement?
This is stolen land.
Because of this.
Film this.
I was filming it. So does that mean we should just let everyone in because it's stolen land? We shouldn't have any border protocols?
Oh, come on. This is where the left always loses, bro. Just answer the question. Be diplomatic, fam. You guys get so passionate about your topics or whatever your cause is that you don't know how to have diplomacy to make you not look like blue-haired, septum-nosed crazy people.
Just an honest question, just trying to engage in dialogue, brother. Why? Okay. You see what this side's dealing with. You shut the f up. You weren't even trying to say nothing on the camera, bro. Say something.
Walk away.
What? Yeah, he only likes to yell when the mic's not on him. He's a coward. Yeah, bro. Come talk.
Zara, fold that up right now.
Come talk.
Call 911. What? A colonizer? So dumb. Oh my God. Leftist.
Yo, Zara, you might need to carry the pepper spray to these freaking rallies here, brother. They're on timing for real.
You guys, and except for the first time, you might be learned. And
Zara said, yo, look, what are you saying, pussy? I'll fold it up right now, pussy.
raise a hand if I said, are your parents immigrants? Because statistically, dears, it's quite a few of you. That's simple math. How many of you would have to raise a hand if I said, raise a hand if your grandparents are immigrants? Because statistically, it's quite a few of you. Now, how many of you are aware of the fact that your ancestors who fought to get to a better life here in Canada would be ashamed of you?
Holy. So I tried to engage in an honest conversation. That guy is literally at every single Canadian nationalist rally. And the moment I take the camera off, this guy's like, yo, go up, this, that. But he wasn't able to talk to me on camera, just answer a basic question. And then I was accused of being a colonizer. Buddy.
No cap. When Zara mentioned him and I saw his face, I was like, you look familiar. Are you on TV? No, I'm just at rallies all the time.
I'm an immigrant myself. I wasn't even born in this country. And I'm not against immigration either. Am I against illegal immigration? Yes. And I think we all should be. Especially if you're an immigrant, because you understand what your family had to do to get through here.
The man's calling him a colonizer. The man's not even born here, bro. This caker ass motherfucker is like, yo, you colonizer. Like, bro, aren't you the pot calling the kettle white, bro? Like, what are you doing, fam? That is crazy. The most colonizing of colonizers is calling a man that's not even from Canada, like, originally. Like, that man has, like, some kind of dual citizenship type shit. Like, nigga, bro, like, you're from, like, Saskatchewan, bro. Born and raised.
Yo, how are you, bro?
Good. How are you,
Jzar? Remember me?
Oh yeah. From the
interview we did over there. How are you?
Good.
Can I do a little video with you? You already know DJs are with DJ O-Train back at it. What is going on today, man? We got the Canada First protest across the street. We got a counter rally, and then we got you guys over here. Tell us what's going on today.
Yeah, so there's Canada First rally again over at Dundas Square. And you obviously have the counters, which is Antifa, Anti-Hate Network, and stuff that the government always sticks on them like dogs, right? Because they have to put this narrative that they're a white supremacist group, they're racist against immigrants, right? So I'm not over there, right? Because I know that there's a lot more problems in Canada than just immigration. Immigration is one problem, but we also have other problems that we have to address. So that's why I have all my signs here, and I'm on here because I want to get visibility among the public here.
Why is it that we've kind of seen a divide with the Canada First movement? Like, I feel like it's kind of segmented now.
I think honestly, with the Canada First movement, right? The problem is that it's too much ego. There's a lot of ego and everything. Right now, there's a lot of people doing protests, but it's more about social media first. It's influence on social media first, protesting second. Yeah. Right? So obviously a lot of people are doing stuff for hits and clicks and likes, right? And it's not coming from the heart, right? So a lot of people are focusing on that. So you can check out certain people's accounts, and if you check out their account, it's just a lot of me, right? So there's a lot of ego going around. I have to
Who are you talking about right there, brother? Oh, sucker. He's sending a little jabby jab over at Puck Daddy over there, eh? Damn, I ain't trying to start no shit, but it just sounds like a shot. Sounds like a jab.
People have to dial it down, humble themselves, and focus about all of Canada and all its issues. And the issues is the government. The government's the main issue.
And do you feel like with the Epstein files being released, do you feel like it's almost like a psyop or a distraction, or do you feel like the truth is starting to expose itself?
It's a little bit of both, but it's the truth that has to be exposed, and people have been talking about this for decades. So now it's pretty much out there that government and higher ups are pretty much literally all baby eating files. So why are we listening to them? Right? So it's time for people to start waking up. This is a shakeup, both by I guess you could say the powers that be or the devil, you want to call God. It's a shakeup, right? Because now things are being exposed, and you can't.
You guys got into a conspiracy bag, bro. Let me go forward a bit. Let's get back to the action. Hold on.
You're part of the problem at that point.
You're part of the problem.
DJ O-Train in the building, brother. Thank you, bro.
What are you doing? You don't touch our property.
I'm trying to.
Don't touch our property.
Damn, son. Right after the interview. I'm not laughing at Shorty getting thrown on the ground. I was just like, you just seem to have a really intelligent conversation. Now you're dashing gal on the ground, bro. 2 minutes later.
Who the are you? You're on camera everywhere. Don't touch our property. You'll get knocked out.
And she's a native chick too, bro. That's not good.
And what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose taking accountability and being responsible, or are you going to just look the other way and go on with life and pretend and pretend that this stuff is not happening? Yeah. And if you pretend that this stuff is not happening, you really are showing your true colors.
You're part of the problem at that point.
You're part of the problem.
DJ O-Train in the building, brother. Thank you, bro.
What are you doing? You don't touch our property.
O-Train.
Don't touch our property. Who the are you? You're on camera everywhere. Don't touch our property.
She probably ran up on their shit, but bro, that looks crazy.
You'll get knocked out. Don't give a you don't touch our property. Go get your own flag. Where? I want somewhere. You don't touch my property.
Nigga, you ain't shit, bro. Nigga say K2 fend that. You ain't shit, bro.
Did everyone see me?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. See you later. See you later. Take a walk. Take a
He
walk.
said K2 spin for that.
I'm trying to respect
You're not
that.
touching. Go. Take a walk. Touch my property again, you'll be on the ground again. You'll need a ambulance.
Whoa.
I don't know. Go fight a bull to crawl in.
Right? My amigos are right there. No, your ass up.
Go away. Go away. Walk away.
What this guy got all this camouflage on doing nothing?
So as soon as I saw like this chalk flag.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Okay.
I'm like, then she went for the
listen.
Canadian flag.
You're off camera, so now I caught that. Maybe I shouldn't post that.
You're off camera. Yeah, right.
Well, you.
Of course you post me. Why? Because we threw her to the ground for attacking our Canadian flag? I wanted that post. For sure.
Like, okay, I know Shorty's bugging out and shit, but like, just like the way that they're treating her, it's dare I say, like how the kids say these days, it's giving a little bit of racism towards Native people or indigenous people. Like, you think that they're lesser than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like the kids say, it's giving a little bit of racist.
We're gonna make it famous.
You're throwing them in like that's not right. There's no point for all that. You're just causing an issue. Apparently you are. You tried fighting it here. You didn't know what the hell was going on. You're like, go get him, right? See, you told him go fight. Go fight.
You're
right?
drunk.
You want?
You're drunk. You're drunk.
What is the best government that you like
Don't be drunk.
Yes, she's a drunk Native woman. If you go do some history and, you know, gave them blankets with chicken pox and alcohol, and the way that alcohol mixes with Native people's blood and DNA is a little bit different than a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Colonization. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying yes to go be drunk, but there's a reason why there's a lot of drunk Natives. It's not just because they're bad people.
Don't be drunk. Drink orange juice. We didn't do anything wrong. She's attacking.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It's not because they're bad people, because a lot of them are good people, but, you know, living on the reserves, no running water, you know, a few different things that'll make it just kind of fall into addiction. I'm just saying.
She went for the Canadian flag. I know what happened. Don't touch my Canadian flag. I know what happened. Don't touch our Canadian flag. Use my Canadian flag.
Doesn't matter who's. I know. I've been saying that all day. Right. I ain't been bothered. I'll bring all my stuff so I can say it's all mine too. That was the last time I said, "What? You said it about 6 times." No, I did. Yes, you have. No, I haven't. You know, I haven't. I'm recording too. But that doesn't matter. It is my point. Okay, so if I hear it again, I'm leaving because I could have brought all my too. Fathers, you're overreacting. You do it a lot when we're out, though. And I've noticed it more today because I'm paying attention more than doing shit.
Wait, aren't they on the same team? What is happening here, bro? You guys are fighting amongst each other, fighting against the other side. This is a shit show, bro.
You said it in front of people a little while ago. True. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What are you talking about? It because you don't have to point out that it's all your signs all the time.
Dude, they are my signs. I think if someone said,
"Oh, they're all mine," look at me. They're all mine.
If I'm talking to somebody,
I don't even say they're all yours or mine.
Right. If I'm talking to somebody and I tell them I'm having a conversation,
I've heard it a few times. Just let's go. Okay. And it's starting to get to me that you claim bank. Want the bank for it? Take it. So I've been telling everybody they're all yours.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Sure, I said the problem, but I made a comment about the Canadian flag. I didn't say it was my flag. So thanks, buddy. Take this joke. It's our flag. Take this joke, though. I'm being honest. Don't argue with me. I heard what I've heard about 6 times. You don't see it as a friend because you don't have to. My flag. You did it while I was speaking earlier. Thank you. I don't need to hear this. I'm not talking to you. I'm not.
Yo, Czar, I see you in the chat. What is up with this music playing, bro? You added the extra dramatic effect on these guys' argument.
Other people. I'm being sarcastic. Unless you got her.
All right, I guess things are getting a little rocky over here.
I mentioned stuff as a friend, and you get all defensive.
I can't even say anything.
That's how you are, though.
That's how you are, bro.
So, come here. Don't talk to other people about it. Talk to me.
Can I talk to my friend for a minute? No, because you don't let me say anything. You don't let me say anything.
That's something I really want to do to you right now. You don't let me say here.
Yo, bro, these guys just need to go somewhere and go knuckle up, man, or kiss or whatever they fucking do on their behind closed doors. Yo, this man has no teeth, fam. Whoa. Say no to drugs, kids.
You're a fucking child. I don't need to hear it 12 times. It's your stuff. It's your stuff.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious. You guys are part of the same movement.
I was in the middle of saying something to somebody. Well, it's my flag. I said it was our flag.
I know this was a protest and things are serious, but I didn't know that this was also a comedy special as well. But I ain't mad at it. Let's go.
Oh, no, it's my flag. Who cares?
And so, like,
I made claim to everything fucking 12 times today.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Now that the Epstein files.
You don't give a fuck. Try to act empathetic like you care. You're like, you guys are buckets. Did I get the contents? You're checking your freaking SD card to make sure you got that shit in there. Got it. Yeah, it'll be all right, bro. They're there.
Who cares?
and so, like,
I made claim to everything fucking 12 times today.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Oh shit. I'm actually crying, bro. Hold on. There's fucking tears in my eyes for real. This nigga don't give a shit. It's like you guys are buckets, bro. Whatever you guys are arguing about, as long as I got it on camera, proceed, bro. You guys want to do it again? Run it back.
You guys are brothers. Now that the Epstein files are being released, what?
You guys are brothers. Oh shit. Thank you, sir. Oh, I had a fucking toothache. I think my toothache went away, bro. I just need to see that one more time.
It's your stuff. It's your stuff.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious. You guys are part of the same movement.
I was in the middle of saying something to somebody. Well, it's my flag. I said it was our flag. And he goes, oh, no, it's my
The face.
flag. Who cares?
and so, like,
I made claim to everything fucking 12 times today.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You guys are brothers. Now that the
You guys are brothers. No, they're not. They're only brothers when the crack's there, bro.
Epstein files are being released, what do you think is
I'm
next?
not even concerned with the Epstein files. We know this world's run by corrupt files, freaks, Satanists, whatever. You know, another distraction. That's all it is. I think I mentioned it to you before.
My actual fucking rib is hurting, bro.
For every narrative, everything that comes out, there's a reason why they're releasing them. There's another agenda going on why it's all being released.
Yeah.
Okay? And, you know, we got to stop falling for everything. Pay attention.
Listen, homie, if I see you on road, don't get mad at me. I just can't take a nigga seriously who got no front teeth, bro. You might be dropping some knowledge, but I just can't take you seriously if you don't have any front teeth, bro. Get some dentures, fam. The frontas, fam. Just get a 1-2 dentures, bro. Then I can like focus on what you're saying, bro. If I'm just looking at just the one tooth, maybe just another one over here, I'm like, I don't know if I believe you, bro.
within more. Okay, there's a lot of bad stuff in this world that's been hidden from us. Okay, are we going to solve every problem? No, we're not. Right? But I have hope and faith in people that we're going to wake up, see what's really going on, see who's running this world, and see it for what it really is. You know, you got Prince Andrew just got arrested. Okay, the royals are starting to fall. I don't believe in, even though we're a Commonwealth country, which I've discussed with you before, I don't support the royals. You know, I don't support monarchies. I don't support our government, you know, the government. So it's all starting to fall. People are waking up. But there's a reason why they're releasing the files, and I'm sure it's because they have an agenda of some sort. They don't do things for no reason.
And lately we've been seeing a lot of talk about aliens and the existence of aliens and reptilians. Why do you think we're starting to see that in our zeitgeist?
Well, they're preparing us for what's called Project Bluebeam, and that's a psychiatric, psychological, whatever program where, you know, they're going to be able to tap into our consciousness, and we're going to start to see the second coming, or it could be an alien invasion, but it'll be all produced as an illusion to trap us even more. Well, government help us, we need help from the aliens, or it's the second coming of Christ, but it'll all be implanted, it'll be artificial, it won't be the real thing. And it's called Project Bluebeam.
That's a mad thing. I gotta read this comment. I'm sorry, homie. I'm gonna let you finish cooking in a second, brother. All right. One can open a one can opener tooth for his beer. Oh shit. It's like they'll, oh man. This nigga probably could open a whole can of tomatoes with that shit.
Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam. You can look that up. Anybody can look that up. And that's what it's about. It's about manipulating our thoughts. And we'll each see whatever we believe in. That's the big thing. You might be standing right beside me and you might be Islamic, say. Yeah. Okay? And you'll see Muhammad show up as, yet I'm standing right beside you and I'm seeing Jesus Christ. It's all been...
It's like shape-shifting almost.
Well, it'll be like a projected illusion.
Wow.
And we'll all fall for it. Because it'll look so real. It'll feel real, even. And people got to wake up to what's really going on. They're doing secret stuff behind our backs. Come on, we all know it. They're spraying our skies, you know, manipulating the weather. You know, you got indoctrination of our children in schools on a sexual agenda. Children.
He's spitting though. I'm mad at him.
Disgusting. And yet, you know, we're watching the Epstein files, yet you're letting your child go to a school where there's drag shows. Okay, and letting them read books on sexuality at 5-6 years old. I mean, and yet, you know, so it's a big, people could call it a conspiracy, but I call it realities.
How do you feel about the...
Oh, that nigga with the one tooth, he got some sense still. I ain't mad at him, bro. That one tooth, he's got a lot of knowledge.
Increased amount of mass shootings by transgender perpetrators.
You know, I got to think about that one a little bit because you know what? They obviously have mental issues, these people. I don't know if it's direct. I'm not a professional on the subject because I'm against all that stuff. There's two genders, male and female. Always has been, always will be. And to me, if you're going to start taking hormonal supplements and stuff your body's not meant to take because you're taking hormones of a female when you're a male, trying to be a female, that can't be good on your brain either. Like, I mean, and there are issues, you know, there's got to be there's obvious issues. They became shooters, but what was their life as children like? You know, what did they do as children too? You got to look at the whole story, just not what they are now, but how did they get there? Right? Look at the whole picture. That's what I try to do. I try to look at the whole picture. Right.
All right, brother. Well, God bless you, bro. Take care.
I didn't even forward the video. I let him cook because all jokes aside, he was speaking some facts.
Stay warm out here. Take care. All right. That was a lot. Oh my goodness.
This was good.
I am kind of shocked at how fragmented the movement has become.
Big time.
I'm locked, brother. Don't touch me, brother.
Whoa.
I'm not part of no group. I'm a part of the Why? I can't walk. Why?
Not anybody in there.
Why?
FTP, man.
I have my right to walk here.
We're not letting anybody in.
What do you mean you're not letting anybody in? This is public property.
No, we're not letting anybody
Is it an event booked?
Yes.
By who? With who? The city?
Canada First.
So I have to be part of Canada First to walk through
Yes,
here.
that's what the bikes are here.
Well, bro, I've been walking in and out this whole time.
Okay,
So what's the problem? Don't touch me. Don't. I have you on camera. What's
That's
your
fine.
name?
I don't care.
Me, Jack Deo. Okay.
Yeah,
Teenager. You guys have been hostile. I'm actually trying to get to my whip. I'm trying to catch a little more interviews. I don't need to talk to you guys. Do your job and leave me alone, bro.
Hold on. Zarly. Mr. Kirk. You know, bro. Like FTP, all right? Fuck them both. All right? Pause. But like, you know I would not be able to get away with that shit right there, brother. They would have already had me on the floor. Neutralize the threat. Hold on. Knee on his neck. Stop moving. Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say I'm pussy or whatever, bro, but like, I don't like headlocks, bro. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I raised my voice, like, yo, get the fuck off of me. Yo, I have my right to. You're go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's just my scenario. Maybe it's in my head. Maybe in 2026, the cops them are different. But just that's all I'm imagining. Yo, I got my rights. Poof. Or I got my rights, and I will wake up in heaven. We had to shoot him. He had a gun. It was my phone. It's like, damn, bro. You're a better man than me, fam. That's all I gotta say. We need to pull that shit back, bro. That's crazy.
What do you mean you're not letting anybody in? This is public property.
No, we're not letting
Is it an event booked?
Yes.
By who? With who? The city?
Canada First.
So I have to be part of Canada First to walk through
Yes,
here.
that's what the bikes are here.
Well, bro, I've been walking in and out this whole time.
Okay,
so what's the problem? Don't touch me.
Right, T-Dot? Hold on. As soon as I said, don't touch me. Gun! What? Bum, 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 bum. Just hit me with like 30 shots, bro. He had a gun. Like, no. All I said is don't touch me.
I have you on camera. What's
That's
your
fine.
name?
I don't care.
Me, Jack Deo. Okay. Teenager. You guys have been hostile. I'm actually trying to get to my whip. I'm trying to catch a little more interviews. I don't need to talk to you guys. Do your job and leave me alone, bro. Okay. Why can't I walk here? Yeah. Job. Listen to your cops.
Yo, big salute to DJ Czar, bro. You that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it, fam. That was some hard content right there, fam. Wow. Go run up the views on that right there, man. Let me put a like on this. Bonk. 416 likes. See what I did right there? For the 416, brother. I did it right there for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go run this up. All right. Canada anti-immigration movement gets wild. And it did get wild. Holy shit, bro. They pushed the chick on the ground. And yo, last thing I'll say about this, like, big salute to Puck Daddy, aka Joe Andajar. He's been doing great with the Canada First movement, but it's definitely become very fragmented, man. Compared to like the first two that I've seen on Instagram, to be honest, 'cause I ain't going. It's very much fragmented, man, and fragmented, and a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, well, this shit is working. Look, they cut off immigration for like how much people? Student visas. Look, they're not letting people's grandparents and parents come here anymore. We did it. I think I could sit this one out, right? And you know, there's a lot of weird flags that be around. I'm not saying weird as far as people's countries, but just people's other agendas that are happening at the same time as Canada First. As far as the counter protest side, there's a lot of other agendas going on besides trying to push back against the anti-immigration. So a lot of people might not feel the same way after they go to a few rallies and they're like, well, what does this Israeli flag have to do with anything? What does this LGBT flag have to do with anything? Like, what's going on here? I thought we were talking about immigration. So just saying, these things are happening. I'm not trying to poke any holes in anybody's arguments out here. Okay. I'll do that on another day. I'm just making my observations. So big salute to DJ Czar on this video right here. Good shit, man. Good shit. I think we could end it there. A nice 4-hour live. We back at it. Unhacked in this bitch. All right. Energy up. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Make sure to send us a hype if you can. Everybody gets 3 hypes a week. So if you want to give this a hype, it will be super appreciated. We are back at it. Fuck you, hackers. I ain't even going to respond to your email because your email was AI in the first place. So I'll be talking to a computer. But we are back. All right. Look out for my documentary that I now have back access to, Islam versus Hip Hop, on the way real soon. We're going to be dropping that hopefully this month. And look out for the new episode of the We Love Hip Hop podcast, episode 665 on Monday. Until then, we are off of this. Doses.